A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. You lost your edge, she lost attraction for you. That's how it works. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated? Men cannot afford to get complacent in relationships. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights and learn game. You're welcome.
And now your man,
Donovan Sharpe.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to the 1171st edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of toxic masculinity, misogyny, and small dick energy. It is Monday, June 23rd of 2025. It is good to have you guys in today. As always, we are streaming live to multiple platforms: Rumble, Facebook, X, MGTOW.tv, and YouTube. Actually, now we're on MGTOW.tv. So however you're watching, wherever you're watching from, thank you for making the Sharpe Reality Live a part of your daily routine. I've got a fantastic show in store for you guys today. Fantastic show. First, I'm going to react to a TikTok video of a 26-year-old single mother of three who is demanding a man who makes $135K a year, has a house with 6 bedrooms so that all of her children can have their own rooms, 2 side hustles, an SUV, and with 8 seats, apparently, and a litany of other things she clearly does not qualify for. So that will be very interesting to be sure. And of course, I've got 3 hard R police videos to react to, thanks to Phoenix Light. Actually, it's only a couple, because the first one is actually really long. But I'm told that it is solid effing gold. But thanks to Phoenix Light Games for his contributions. He is the de facto producer of the hard R segment. I am also, at the end, guys, I'm also going to open up the hashtag pull-up studio to answer any and all of your relationship questions. I was on for roughly a half an hour yesterday, and I didn't really get much takers. That's fine. It is what it is. I understand Sunday nights are not typically, convenient for people. But Sunday night is usually the night where most people are home. I think the time of day, the day and the time that most people, I believe, are home are on Sunday evenings. But it was a big sports day yesterday, so didn't take it personally. It was what it was. But I really enjoy helping you guys, helping men with your relationship issues. So if I get a good response today, if I get several of you in here today, I may start opening up the hashtag pull-up studio on a regular basis. Again, I do love talking to you guys one-on-one, voice-to-voice, so this will certainly serve that end. I will read your chats shortly, but first, let us go ahead and do a chat-wide age and location check. Let's go ahead and do a chat-wide age and location check. One of the biggest, and the reason why I do this is because one of the biggest concerns in this community is not being able to find like-minded men who share our values, right? We're all aware that most men don't think the way we do, okay? And because of that, it's very difficult to sort of strike a chord with men who buy into this happy wife, happy life, egalitarian feminist nonsense. Well, it stands to reason that most men here in this chat are indeed like-minded. So an age and location check allows you guys to possibly form bonds and friendships that will help you to stay motivated and maintain your common sense about the dating market and the current culture at large. You never know. Someone in here could live in your city. They could live in your neighborhood. They could live on your block. They could live on your street. They might even live in your building. And heaven knows that men like us could use all the support we can get from one another. So go ahead and put your age and location in the chat and start connecting with one another here. Let's go ahead and get this party started. Kyle 2020 checking in from Bakersfield, California. John the Great coming to us from the Golden State out in San Bernardino, DTO. Checking in from Montgomery, Alabama. Doctor Who Design says he's in Athens. I'm assuming that's Greece rather than Georgia. Athens, Georgia is a dump. Luke, Red Pill Perry, coming to us from Mount Kisco, New York. That is upstate New York. That is that was the setting of the movie Need for Speed. Very, very good, starring Aaron Paul, et cetera, et cetera. Alaskan K comes to us from the Tar Heel state of North Carolina. Dre Raven checking in from the 602 out there in the desert. Pardon me. Oh, we've got you guys from all over. El Coro checking in from Australia. Good to see you in here. The Forest coming to us from the Hoosier State. Tim Charan, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, checking in from Rhode Island. Cat Daddy Murph, checking in from the 713, actually used to live in Tampa. Abel, it's from Beaufort, South Carolina. Good to see you in here. Cat Nikki, checking in from the Bridgeport, Connecticut area. TD Hutch coming to us from the Windy City. Good to see you in here. The average non-voter, checking in from Baton Rouge. Kojo, checking in from Raleigh, North Carolina. I fucking hate Raleigh. Fucking Raleigh, Jesus Christ. Juan Martinez, checking in from the 813. Nain Rouge, coming to us from the Motor City. Good to see you guys in here. Cat Nikki says, I can't relate to anyone in my friendships are only surface level and business level. Yeah. Alaskan K says, I will say one problem I'm having these days is that every girl always has a deal breaker story that comes up during the vetting phase. It's frustrating because it seems like there's always something. Yeah, if you've got a question about that, pull up when I open up the hashtag pull up studio. Joe Geithler, checking in from Queensland, Australia. Good to see you in here. Jamal Miller, watching from the DMV area, specifically DC. Chongo is down in Houston. He's down there with Juan Martinez. So I appreciate I appreciate you guys checking in. It is pretty cool that we have people that literally watch us from around the world. I take tremendous pride in the fact that I'm able to reach men and influence men around the world. So Don DeMarco to you guys for the age and location check. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. So the first video I'm going to react to comes to us from TikTok, which, as we all know by now, is basically the digital diary of the modern woman, right? These chicks lie like their lives depend on it, yet on TikTok, they're brutally honest regardless of their delusion level. It's actually quite incredible. Well, there is a TikToker by the name of Lindsay Rodriguez, who is a single mother of 3, who talked about all of the requirements necessary to date her. And to say that this woman is trying to punch above her weight is the understatement of the fucking century. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the video. I'm going to play the video through one time so that we can listen to it uninterrupted, and then I will respond accordingly. And away we go.
In order to date me, a single mom with 3 kids.
Oh, boy.
Number 1 is that you need to be making at least $130K a year, and you need to have at least 2 side hustles. If you cannot make $130K or more, then you are out of my fucking league. How do you expect to give me money for my kids if you only make $50K a year? Second is I don't date men that are younger than me because for obvious reasons. So if you are 26 and over, then you qualify. 26 to 35 is the age.
We qualify.
Like 35 is pushing it because they look old as fuck already. Oh, I'm 26. I'm a baby. So yeah. You have to have at least 3 cars under your name.
What?
Your second car has to have 8 seats because I have 3 kids. Oh, I want them to be comfortable whenever we go with you on a trip or something. You want me to come with you? I'm gonna bring my kids, and you need to have enough space for my kids. So that's why I require you to have an SUV and a vehicle of your own if you're gonna be.
Oh my God, this
Another
is
requirement is that you have to have a property under your name, and you have to be looking into getting your second property. Have to get a home.
I gotta have 2 properties?
6 rooms because
6 rooms.
Each of my kids have to be in their own room. So you have to be considerate. Purchase a house that has 6 rooms because that's only common sense. Like
common.
And if you cannot meet those requirements, then you're not the fucking one. The last requirement is that it has to be pink. If it's not pink, no. Pink and brown go together. Pink and brown, like what? Duvalin.
That's a lot to unpack there. And I will unpack this. But first, let me quickly remind you guys to subscribe and share the video with anyone who pees standing up if you think it can help them make better decisions regarding women. Also, guys, let me find my social media stuff here. Let's see what we got here. Also, guys, be sure, pardon me, to follow me on social media. On Instagram, IG, simply type in at Donovan Sharpe TSR. On Facebook, just do a search for Donovan Sharpe. And on X, you can follow me there at TSR Donovan. Guys, I want to remind you to make sure you follow me and subscribe to my channel on Rumble. The link, of course, is rumble.com/Donovan Sharpe. It is in the description. Guys, Rumble is where I do my daily dating show breakdowns, weekday mornings at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. We actually just finished a couple more episodes of Sneaky Links, which is once again proving that what we teach here in the Sphere is 786% accurate. The interesting thing about Sneaky Links is that it's verifying that women don't like it when men play the game better than they do, right? As well as the fact that there's really no satisfying them. There is a super hot blonde with fake tits who's hung up on her situationship, okay, and went out on a date just to make him jealous. Just to make him jealous. The thing is that the dude she went on the date with, she checked off all the boxes. He checked off all of her boxes. Okay? That's what she said. He checks off all the boxes. She said so herself, but because she's still hung up on the bang buddy, she used the "I didn't feel a spark" excuse and rejected him despite her saying, and I quote here, "There's nothing wrong with him. He's perfect." You can't make this stuff up, guys. So if you want to join us for these on weekdays at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time, make sure you go to rumble.com/Donovan Sharpe and subscribe, and you can watch for free live. Now, I do not keep these episodes up on Rumble, so if you do miss a dating show breakdown, not to worry. You can get access to the entire archive of the 53 dating shows I've reacted to, by signing up for Patreon. For less than 17 cents a day, guys, you will get access to tens of thousands of hours of educational, real-world advice and real life-changing information. Gentlemen, you will never run out of content to watch as the archive grows by the day. I have reacted to every season of Love is Blind, as well as Temptation Island. I've also reacted to multiple seasons of Married at First Sight, The Bachelor, F-Boy Island, Lovers and Liars, The Ultimatum, 90 Day Fiancé, and on and on and on. I've also reacted to a litany of movies like Hitch, Think Like a Man, Parts 1 and 2, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, The 40-Year-Old Virgin, The Woman King, and many, many more. Today, we are releasing episodes 6 and 7 of Sneaky Links, as well as the very first episode of One-on-One with Donovan Sharpe that I did in studio with Myron Gaines 5 years ago. A lot of good information on those podcasts, so make sure you sign up at patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. Again, that's patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. Because, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, man. The archive is absolutely loaded with a fuck ton of educational, real-world, actionable advice and guidance that will take your personal, private, and dating life to the next dimension. Let me also remind you guys that if you did not get a notification that I've gone live, there's a simple solution if you don't want that to happen again. All you guys got to do is join our Discord, and you will never miss another show again. Most of you here did not get a notification, and we all know why that is. Sign up for Discord, and the problem is immediately rectified. The link for the Discord is in the description, and someone will put it in the chat at some point, but the correct link is in the description. The correct link is in the description. Finally, if you guys appreciate the value that I bring on a daily basis, drop your boy Cash App at $Donovan Sharpe. It's on the bottom left of your screen. Every Cash App over $5 will get one of these as an appreciation for your continued support. So again, $Donovan Sharpe. If not, it's not a big deal. You can always donate via super chatting as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and watch this video. And so I'm going to react now to this video as she's talking here. Let's go ahead and rewind this.
Requirements that you need to have in order to date me, a single mom of 3 kids.
Okay, let's stop right there. So right out of the gate, she's already given us the main reason she has disqualified herself. However, if you can believe this, the silver lining here is that as a single mom of 3, she is actually qualified to date most men out here. 90% to be exact. What most people, men and women alike, don't realize is that most men would sleep with most women, but most women would not sleep with most men. Okay, another way of saying this is that 90% of men are sexually invisible to 90% of women. Okay, we're all familiar with the Pareto principle, which I think indirectly or directly states that 20% of the men are dating 80% of the women. Now, here in 2025, that number is probably a little bit closer to maybe 85-15, maybe even 90-10, if we're keeping it 100. But the fact remains is that most women are after the same men. Okay? Now, even though Ms. Rodriguez here qualifies to date most men in America, these are not the type of men she actually wants to be with. The fact of the matter is, guys, that average women want above average men, while average men are satisfied with average and even below average women. What this has done, guys, is this has created sort of a chasm between modern men and modern women. But the problem is that most women don't realize this. Ms. Rodriguez actually fixed her mouth to put out a video called Requirements to Date Me. But she's a single mother of not one, not two, but 3 children. Feminism, gentlemen, has deluded modern women. Feminism has deluded modern women to the point to where they confidently put out these lists of requirements to date them, not realizing that the men they want don't want them. So while Lindsay Rodriguez here is entitled to have her preferences and requirements, she needs to realize that she is automatically disqualified from being taken seriously by the men she wants to be taken seriously by. Okay, she might score a one-night stand with a man of value every so often, and she may even regularly get into situations with such men. Unfortunately for this woman, these men will never take her seriously. Her problem is that she doesn't realize it yet. Okay? She, like most modern women, think that because she can get sex from a man of value, that she can also get commitment from these men. And that's just not the case. She is so unjustly confident in her value that she actually believes that she can command the kind of attention from suitors that will eventually lead to a long-term relationship and provisioning, which is exactly why she did this video. She thinks that the men she wants also want her. She thinks that she has a lot more viable long-term options than she actually has. Why else do you think these women are constantly telling us what their demands are? They think that they have their pick of the litter and that they have men lined up around the block ready to wife them up. But in actuality, these men are lined up around the block to bang her and move on to the next delusional, low-value, low-vibrational single mother who will open her legs as soon as they lie to her and tell her they've been looking for a strong, independent woman who's a mother of 3. These women always fall for it, which, again, is why they continue to put out these lists of requirements. And remember, guys, anytime a woman gives her opinion on dating, she's never talking about the bottom 90% that is non-existent to her, okay? She's only talking about the top 10%. So when you hear a woman say, well, I need a man who is XYZ, she's assuming attraction. Let's continue.
Number 1 is that you need to be making at least 130K a year.
Oh my God.
And you need to have at least 2 side hustles. If you cannot make 130K or more, then you are out of my fucking league. How do you expect to give me money for my kids if you only make 50K a year? Second.
Okay. So she asks, how can you give me money for my kids if you only make 50K a year? That's a very good question with a very simple answer. You won't.
Nope.
It is amazing to me that these single moms out here actually think that men who make 6 figures are actually taking them seriously. This woman requires at least $135,000 a year and 2 side hustles, and he's supposed to work his tail off to make all of this money to then just turn around and give it to you simply for existing and assume that you're going to spend it on your kids, which, by the way, is not his responsibility. Never mind that 99.9% of single moms are bad mothers. But to just give these women money just because she's letting you bang her is a huge L. Let me let you guys in on a little secret, man. Any man who willingly gives a woman money for existing is already a simp. Okay? And a simp is a man who gives an undeserving woman access to his time, energy, attention, and resources. Okay? This is why most modern women are delusional. They think that they're entitled to everything that a man has to offer while not only offering nothing in return, but also bringing 3 mouths to feed, which will eventually become more expensive as they get older. But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Any man who is on this level that she's talking about here isn't going to give a woman like this the time of day. Like I said earlier, he may bang her a few times, but if he's making that kind of money while also having 2 side hustles, he is going to have neither the time nor the tolerance to deal with an entitled woman and her 3 bratty kids. He's just not going to do that. Why deal? In a man's mind, he says, okay, why am I going to deal with a delusional, entitled single mom of 3 when you can just deal with the younger, more compliant woman with no kids? The answer is that they don't. unfortunately, Ms. Rodriguez here doesn't realize this, but she will eventually, as most modern women always do. Something else that is very telling about this is she's not telling us what this imaginary man will get in return. To this point, she hasn't mentioned anything about what she brings into the relationship outside of her 3 bastard children. She expects a man of value who makes $135K a year with 2 side hustles to take her seriously as a mate while offering nothing but liabilities in the form of her children. She's telling us what she wants, but she's not letting us know what we get in return for dealing with her and her children. What this is, guys, this is a mindset that is prevalent among modern women. And that mindset is that he has to prove himself to me to have a chance. The problem with this line of thinking, gentlemen, is that the basic economic principle of supply and demand. There we go. The problem with this line of thinking, guys, is that the basic principle of supply and demand means that the less available something is, the more valuable it is, right? The more valuable it becomes, while the more available something is, the less valuable it becomes. And the hard truth in 2025 here, guys, is that there are far more single moms running around than men of value. What this means for Ms. Rodriguez here is that she doesn't realize that there are not enough men who meet her qualifications to go around. And the women that do get wifed up by these guys are most definitely not single mothers. Guys, we see it on Fresh and Fit all the time with the female delusion calculator, right? If this woman actually saw the calculator in action, she should realize that she's not worth the man she wants. But like most modern women, she won't until it's too late.
Second is I don't date men that are younger than me because for obvious reasons. So if you are 26 and over, then you qualify. 26 to 35 is the age limit. Okay, I feel like 35 is pushing it because they look old as fuck already. Oh, I'm 26. I'm a baby. So yeah.
Whoa. No. Sweetheart, you are not a baby. You are a grown-ass woman who has given birth to 3 babies. You are in the age of majority, so you are no longer a minor. To me, guys, it is super creepy when women infantilize themselves. You guys remember this? Anybody who's a Gen Xer, we grew up hearing things like 30 is the new 20, 40 is the new 20, 40 is the new 30, and so on and so forth. This chick is 26. She's not even in her early 20s anymore. But she has the unmitigated gall to call herself a baby? Then comes her age requirement, which on its face isn't delusional. Okay, we all know that most women prefer to date men older than themselves. So there's nothing out of the ordinary there. But when she said that men who are 35 look old AF, this tells me 2 things about her. Number 1, she's projecting, and number 2, she's a fucking dumbass. Even feminists acknowledge that most men age much more slowly and much more gracefully than most women, provided that our diets are on point and we're training regularly. Yes, there are women in their 30s and even their 40s who look phenomenal for their age. Okay? Look, case in point, guys, I'll show you an example. This is Devin. This was Devin. Her and I, we spent some time in the hot tub. This woman is 48 years old, guys. 48 years old. Okay? She's less than 2 months away from turning 49, which is damn near 50, and has an ass like this. Okay? She has superior genetics. She works her ass off in the gym to look like this. But Devin is the exception and not the rule. We all know this to be true. But even those women, guys, even those older women who are in their 30s and 40s who look like that, even they know that they're likely too old to date men their own age. Okay? The fact that this woman sat in her car and said with a straight face that 35-year-old men are old as fuck, that just tells me she's not self-aware and isn't acknowledging a hard and fast truth about the natural aging progression of men versus women. 35-year-old men look younger than 35-year-old women. That's a fact. And if that 35-year-old woman has 3 kids and a body count higher than John Wick, who's been ran through more times than a yellow light, she's going to look a lot older than a 35-year-old man who's in great shape and lives an active, healthy lifestyle. Now, does this woman actually believe that a 35-year-old man that meets her requirements would even look at her direction? Not only that, she's overweight, guys, which means she's lazy. Look. You guys can tell that she doesn't watch what she eats. Look at her face. You can tell she doesn't watch what she eats. You know she doesn't go to the gym just by looking at her face. Her face is just a little bit chubby. Look at her fingers. Her fingers are starting to become triangular. The reason she isn't fat or morbidly obese is because she's only 26. But in a few short years, she will blow up like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, but swear up and down that she's still got it, even though men are literally looking through her to see women who are in better shape. Something else I'll point out here is that it should come as no surprise that women who, in Coach Greg Adams' astute and accurate observation, are children with breasts, call themselves babies. Remember, gentlemen, women stop maturing the very minute it becomes clear to them that men want to sleep with them. As soon as she figures this out, as soon as she figures out guys want to fuck me, the maturation process stops in its tracks. Guys, this is what explains the epidemic of super attractive women who are as dumb as a baseball bat, who also acts like a child. This woman here probably discovered that men want to sleep with her when she was 16 years old. And in a lot of cases, guys, some of them discover even sooner than that. This is why women act like children, guys. We have all been out on dates or meetups or have heard stories with women in their 20s and 30s who still act like teenagers, and many of us are confused as to why they do. Well, the answer is simple. She is a 16-year-old from the neck up. Okay? Women don't start maturing again until the attention from men starts to dwindle. But they don't actually pick up at their actual age. So if she is 37 when the attention starts to dwindle, she's not going to start maturing from the age of 37. No, she'll start back where she stopped, which in Ms. Rodriguez's case is when she was 16 years old. So by the time Lindsay Rodriguez is 35 years old, she will still have the mentality of a 19-year-old. And men of value simply are not going to take a 35-year-old single mother with a net worth of $8.54 who still acts like a child seriously. Okay? And when Ms. Rodriguez here finally figures this out, she'll change her TikTok handle to dating over 35 and miserable. Let's continue.
You have to have at least 3 cars under your name. Your second car has to have 8 seats because I have 3 kids.
8 seats?
So I want them to be comfortable whenever we go with you on a trip or something. You want me to come with you? I'm going to bring my kids, and you need to have enough space for my kids. So that's why I require you to have an SUV and a vehicle of your own if you're going to be dating me.
Okay, wait, I'm sorry. But according to my math, she's overshooting by, 3 seats? Right? So if you commit to this woman, it's going to be you, it's going to be her, and that's 1, 2, 3 kids. That looks like 5. That looks like 5 fingers to me. I could be wrong, but this looks like 5 fingers to me. You, her, and her 3 kids. So why does she require an 8-seat SUV when there are only 5 people to transport? Secondly, and more importantly, traveling and trips is another reason why you never take single moms seriously, much less take them on vacation. You are always going to be paying for everyone. Anytime you go to the movies, you're going to have to buy 5 tickets and 5 snacks for 5 people, and snacks for 5 people. That's $150 easily. That's $150 out the gate. And guys, I don't care how much or little money you have. $150 is a lot of fucking money. Okay? I am blessed financially. Dude, I do not just willfully and wantonly hand $100 bills to people. Oh, no. Anytime you go to dinner, you're paying for 5 meals. Anytime you do anything with a single mom, she is going to expect you to be okay with not only her bringing her children, but paying for them as well. This woman already thinks that she's entitled to traveling with you. So you know she's going to feel entitled to bring her children anytime you want to go anywhere or do anything. Guys, this is why we advise you to never get into a relationship of consequence with single moms. We all know it doesn't make sense relationship-wise for many, many obvious reasons. But when there are multiple children involved, committing to a single mom makes zero fiscal sense. The fact that this woman requires a man to have an SUV with 3 more seats than he actually needs, plus 2 additional vehicles, is crazy work. She said an SUV and 2 and here's the thing, let's not let this little detail get away. Let's not let this little detail get away. She said an SUV and 2 other cars, but she said you need to have an SUV and a car for yourself. An SUV and a car for yourself, but she says you need to have 3 cars in order to date me, right? She said that. That statement right there, gentlemen, if you're really listening and reading between the lines, that indirectly takes possession of 2 of your 3 vehicles. The SUV is to chauffeur her and her kids around. The second vehicle for you is for you, as she says. But what do you think she's thinking about car number 3? Yeah, that's going to be her car. So she wants you to have a car of your own, a car for her and her kids, and then a car for her. Yeah, good luck with that.
Another requirement is that you have to have a property under your name, and you have to be looking into getting your second property. You have to get a home that has 6 rooms, because
what?
Each of my kids have to be in their own room. So you have to be considerate. Purchase a house that has 6 rooms, because that's only common sense. Like, and if you...
Again, guys, the math ain't mathin' here. The math ain't mathin' here. Let's just go down the list. The master bedroom is where her man and her will sleep, presumably. Then she wants separate rooms for each of her children. Child number 1, child number 2, child number 3. I'm no mathematician, guys, but that's 4 rooms. That's only 4 rooms. Why does she need 2 extra bedrooms and another property? Well, it is likely for the same reason she wants you to have an 8-seat SUV and 2 additional cars, so that she can take possession of at least one of them. You think she's going to let you take those 2 additional rooms?
Nope.
Not going to happen. Then she says you need to have a property and be looking at a second property. Again, why does she need access to 2 homes? My guess is that she will use that second home to bang her baby daddies while you work your ass off to provide for her and her children. Guys, this is why women are broke. Okay? And it's also why committing to such a woman will eventually make you go broke. They expect you to allow her to live above your means. She's not worried about living above her means. She's worried about living above your means. She wants you to spend more than you make for this lifestyle. Even if this woman were 5 years younger with no children, she still isn't worth living above your means. It absolutely blows my mind that women like this actually believe that there are men out here who are willing to just give this lifestyle to women like her for quite literally nothing in return but a headache, an empty belly, and blue balls. Insanity.
You cannot meet those requirements, then you're not the fucking one. The last requirement is that it has to be pink. If it's not pink...
Oh my God.
No. Pink and brown go together. Pink and brown. Like,
God.
what?
Oh my God.
Duvalin, you know? These are the requirements.
Guys, this is so delusional that one might actually think that this is satire. I don't know about you guys, but it is very, very difficult for me to wrap my mind around the fact that this woman is dead ass here. This bitch wants you to buy her a 6-bedroom house that is pink. But here's the real tragedy, guys. Here's the real tragedy. If she were to ever meet such a man, we know it's not going to happen. But if she were to ever meet such a man, if she were to meet this imaginary dream man who did everything she's asking for here, eventually she'd lose attraction to him and cheat her way out of the relationship. The hard truth, guys, is that men who give women everything they want, no matter what they do, do not have the respect of their women. And as we all know, a woman cannot love you if she does not respect you. Modern women have no idea that if a man gives her everything she says she wants, it will make her vagina drier than the desert. What women want and what women need are often 2 very different things. They're very different from one another. And Ms. Rodriguez doesn't realize this yet. In the end, guys, the solution with women like this, because we often get criticized. You guys talk a bunch of shit about women. You talk about the problems, but you don't give us solutions. I'm going to give you a solution. The solution with women like this is to simply steer clear of them until you have the game level to bang them without catching feelings or investing anything. We talk about hoes being useless, and while that's accurate, these women do serve a purpose. They're easy to bang, and you rarely have to put in much effort if you're even attracted to her like that. And look, I mean, listen, she's decent looking, I guess, from the neck up. I guess. But it looks like, you guys see this? Yeah, it looks like a double chin is already starting to emerge. But even if you're looking for sex, it is still a huge risk messing with women like this. And that's if she gives you the time of day in the first place. Gentlemen, women like this aren't worth dealing with on any level. So in order to identify these kinds of women and steer clear of them, guys, you need to get your hands on one of my very best ebooks, which is one of my very best foundational ebooks, which is 16 ways to immediately disqualify her for a long-term relationship. Okay? I had the picture. I lost it. I'll probably have it the next time. Okay? It's only $3, guys. It's $3 for this ebook. Okay? The link is in the description. You guys can get it there, but it will save you tens of thousands of dollars. Go to the link in the description and get that ebook. It will be the best $3 you've ever spent. Trust and believe. All right, very good. So that looks like that is the memo. 237 people in here watching. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Dre Raven with the $2 super chat says, betting she's a Walmart cashier. Yeah, that's probably accurate. Probably very accurate. Probably very accurate. Luke Perry with the $10 super chat says, why buy a used car if you can afford a new one? That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Kyle 2020 with the $5 super chat says, what we are witnessing is a woman rage quitting the dating market or just rage baiting for clicks. That's the thing. I can't, like, seriously, I can't imagine that this woman actually believes she deserves this. I can't imagine that. Agent Cappy 200 over on the Rumble site says she's planning for the divorce. 2 houses, one for her and her kids, and eventually the other house for her too. Hadn't even thought about that. Had not even thought about that. That's incredible. Praetorian Guard says makeup and filters insane. Very good. D Thunder MMA says, I don't care if your Quiver Canal, Quiver Canal has a red cape with an S on it. It is definitely not worth what she wants. Damn. Donald Polinsky Productions says, living in Section 8. Mysterio says she's joking. I don't know why anyone would think she is not. If she isn't, then her exes should have been in another video verifying she means what she said. Listen, man, one would think that this level of delusion has to be some sort of satire. Guys, these bitches are fucking serious. Lenny Hondo says she has a larger than average head, but smaller than average brain. Yeah, I would agree on that. I would agree with that. Oh, here's something else to note, guys. The comments are turned off. You guys notice this? The comments are turned off. She turned off the comments, guys. You want to know why she turned off the comments? Probably because she was barraged with a litany of comments that were telling her how delusional she was, and she didn't want to see it. She didn't want to see it. Dre Raven says, guys, here's my theory. She's been sleeping with middle-aged general manager of a Walmart supercenter. She might be. Praetorian Guard says, bro, I'm Latino. Latinas think they're God's gift to the earth. Not all, but a lot of them. Trinity Boy 32 says, this is ultra instinct delusional. Absolutely. Trinity Boy 32 says, this is Super Saiyan 3 delusional. You got that right. King Life says she's trolling. This chick knows better than to start saying this dumb ish out in the open. If I were a betting man, I couldn't make the bet. I don't know if she's serious or not. I really don't. And the fact that we're actually entertaining the very idea that she's not joking. Nanru says, why isn't she hitting on the baby daddies? Because she knows those baby daddies ain't shit outside of the bedroom. Trinity Boy 32 says, shit, I would love to know what them baby daddies do for a living. Yeah, they're probably dope boys. JF says, zip zero stingy. Oh, he says, zip zero stingy with De Niro. I definitely won't buy you Chris. Yeah, might buy you Chris, but that about it. Might light your wrist, but that about it. Big Said says she wants husband treatment without earning it. That is the case with most modern women. El Corro says, I don't know, she wants a quick divorce, house, and car in the settlement. Very good point. Kevin Murray says, does any of her baby daddies have one property, let alone two? No. Isn't it interesting how they require more from the men they will give less to, but require less and then give more to the men they require less from, right? Modern women require more from men that they will give less to, but they will give more to the men that they require less from. I bet the baby daddies didn't need to, dude, I can promise you, the baby daddies didn't have a bunch of properties. Baby daddy probably didn't have 3 SUVs. Nope. Bum ass niggas living at home. What did he called Lily?
Broke ass niggas.
Damn right. Ain't no cap there.
Cap.
No, sir. Kevin Murray says, does any of her baby daddies have 3 cars?
Nope.
Yep, Praetorian Guard pointed this out earlier, says she turned off the comments I see. Absolutely. D-Thunder MMA says she's telling everyone what she requires, but what does she bring to the relationship? 3 bastard children. That's it. 3 bastard kids. KO just says, I'm starting to realize I'm born a man for a reason. Dude, I am so glad I'm a man. Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. The average non-voter says, these women will sleep with a jobless thug on the first date. Absolutely. Absolutely. Mysterio says, if she is that great, she would have what she wanted. She's no J-Lo. No, not even close. And J-Lo is fucking old as dirt anyway. What? She's like damn near 60, isn't she? I mean, listen, J-Lo looks great for her age. LDN says, this is what pandering to women for decades did. Absolutely. Sexy Lamb liked the Quiver Canal comment, says I'm going to use that. RBN says, I want her to show where this has worked before. Yeah, that'll be a long wait. Lenny Honda says she wants a daddy. Yep. Chongo says probably has 1 black baby daddy, 1 Mexican, and 1 ginger. This bitch has 2 nigga baby daddies. I call them NBDs, nigga baby daddies. Dre Irvin says, I used to be an assistant manager at Kmart's and Sam's Club. I've seen hundreds of this woman. They're always sleeping with one of the store managers. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. As I stated before, guys, if you are a Patreon member, you can look forward to, we are dropping a lot of content today. We're dropping just a little over 6 hours of content on patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe. We are dropping episode 1. We're dropping episode 6 and 7 of Sneaky Links. Those are going to be posting here within the hour or so. Like I said, we're also, like I said earlier, also going to be dropping the one-on-one with Donovan Sharpe, season 1, episode 1, featuring Myron Gaines. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to go ahead and open up the hashtag Pull-Up Studio. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to make your way into the studio if you happen to have a relationship question. And during that time, while we wait for you guys, I will let you guys sample a preview of the one-on-one with Donovan Sharpe. And again, guys, this is the very first one-on-one with Donovan Sharpe I ever had. This is way back in 2020, the summer of 2020, so 5 years ago. My very first guest with Myron Gaines, and he talks about how he found the red pill.
To get this thing going, then of course we had a snafu. I made Devin cry. It's been one giant bleep show, but we managed to finally pull this thing together. First off, thank you very much for making time to come down here, man.
Come, dude.
Absolutely,
appreciate
absolutely.
it, man.
So let's go ahead and I'm going to ask you a question that one of my patrons actually asked you. And I guess the first time I have anybody on my show, my first question is when did you find the red pill? What was your red pill moment?
Yeah, so basically, for me, what happened was I had always known about these uncomfortable truths when it comes to intersexual dynamics, but because I grew up in a Muslim household, right. My father was a leader, my mom respected him, she followed his lead.
We both had a lot more hair back then too.
And
there's my MOVA globe. How about that?
And then growing up as a kid, I remember my uncle, my father, they would always tell me, you need a woman that's going to follow your lead, not be promiscuous, and obviously the Islamic traits, right?
Sure.
Because I grew up in a Muslim household, and I kind of knew this stuff as a child, but as I got older, I started to see why they told me these things. When I went to college as a teenager, and I saw people just. Basically, it was just like rampant sex everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I kind of like had to figure it out, what was going on. And I had trouble dealing with women when I was younger. I lost my virginity when I was 18 years old. So,
wait a minute. Let me stop you right there. See that? Listen, this is what the black pillars jump on. Myron Gaines didn't lose his virginity until he was 18 years old. I knew he was a simp. I knew he was no good.
Exactly. Prom night too, to make it even more cliche.
Oh, but hey man, if ever there's a time to lose it, that would be it.
Yeah, prom night. So basically, and then I went to college. I was an athlete in college. I went to Northeastern University in Boston. I rode Division I there. And basically, as an athlete, I kind of got to see, because I always say college is like a miniature world, where social status, obviously there's athletes, there's frat guys, whatever. And that would be the equivalent to like being maybe a professional athlete or a celebrity in the real world. So I always say college kind of gives you a glimpse of how the world really works, especially with intersexual dynamics. Because the girls pretty much are dealing with the top 20% of guys, if not maybe even less. If you're not a frat guy or an athlete, it's going to be very difficult to attract women. So I saw that in college, and then after I got out of college, I went through a phase where it was like, obviously I was domain dependent at the time. So I had to kind of like relearn things, and then I went to Miami. I've been living in Miami now for almost 3 years, and that kind of makes or breaks you, man. If you don't figure it out in Miami, you're gonna take an L every single time. So yeah, man. It started, I would say, with my religious background and my family. My parents are still together to this day, and confirms a lot of red pill truths. We would say, to have a successful relationship, the man's got to be the leader. Your wife's got to respect you, or your girl, whoever it may be, and she's got to defer to your authority. It never works the other way around. And when you look at like the divorce statistics, you look at the single parent households, etc. It's very evident that if there's not a strong father in the home who's the leader, there's going to be problems. And we can look at all the statistics of what happens when children come from single parent households, namely single mother households. Keep it real. There you go. And your chances of becoming I don't know if we can swear, but a mess up are significantly higher. So
we're trying to keep it YouTube friendly. Yeah, we're trying to keep it YouTube friendly. Now, go back to the Muslim background. A lot of guys in the red pill community, sort of a cliche is, hey, we got to do what Muslim guys do. Muslim girls never get out of pocket. And I know that living in America, I guess being a Muslim in America is much different from being a Muslim overseas. But speaking, I guess from a Muslim standpoint, living in the United States, are Muslim girls in pocket? Are they out of pocket? Are they succumbing to the girl power movement ways? What's going on there?
I mean, obviously it's the Islamic countries are getting more and more westernized. Abu American definitely, speaks about this all the time on his stuff. You guys should all check him out, Abu American on Twitter. But, what feminism and westernization is taking over. You know what I mean? It's slowly making its way even into the most grandfathered cultures. So it is what it is. I mean, things are changing. Obviously, I always say like the Islamic countries are about 30 to 40 years behind, but it is definitely coming.
God, yes.
So really, the best thing I would say is that you can't stop it. All you can do is be prepared.
Yeah, guys. Look, man. Y'all know Lenny Hondo. I know you know that Myron is one of my best friends. I know you know that. Okay? You can have your opinion about Myron. You don't have to like him. But you're not going to talk shit about him in my chat. You can talk shit about him in his chat and any other chat, but I'm not going to allow you to disrespect one of my best friends and the leader of the manosphere. I'm just not going to do it. I appreciate your support, but I would appreciate your respect for my friend. If you can't show my friend respect, then I'm respectfully asking that you leave.
And acclimate to the situation. And the way to acclimate to the situation is you got to keep your masculinity in check. You got to be prepared, to lead the relationship. And quite frankly, if you buy into the, this egalitarian type thing we got going on right now, you're going to take an L, especially with your relationships, because despite what feminism says, women want to be led by a strong masculine male. There's a reason why 50 Shades of Grey is like one of the most popular books among women, like
the proof's in the pudding.
The proof's in the pudding, and let's look at the character that's the main one in the book. It's Christian Grey, a tall, good-looking, affluent male, and he's dominant. He's very dominant, and women get turned on by that because it's an innate instinct for them to follow the strong leadership of a male. So as long as guys can internalize that, and basically not adhere to the BS of equality and all this other stuff within the confinements of a relationship. I'm all for women entering the workplace, making their own money, etc. But when it comes to a romantic relationship, it never works when the woman's in a leadership position. It's always got to be the man, you know, because I always say, if a woman leads, yeah, she'll lead you to the end of the relationship. So, so yeah.
Listen, I think, and what you just said is absolutely true. Donovan Sharpe, I am all for women in the workplace. I am all for women sleeping around. Listen, if you want to share your body with hundreds of men, by all means, baby girl, do you.
Yep.
If you're on a search for Christian Grey, please don't let me stop you. But understand that for every sequence, there is a consequence.
Yes.
You cannot have it both ways. On the other side of that coin, we as men, we can't have it both ways. We can't want to defer to a woman's authority, but then expect her to look at us as the leader. A lot of guys think, well, I want a woman to respect me as a man. But then you turn around and say, well, happy wife, happy life. My wife is the boss. It doesn't work that way. There is always a price to be paid. As far as women are concerned, you can go into the workforce. Just understand that the more material success that you achieve, the higher you climb that corporate ladder, the more you shrink your pool of potential suitors. By all means, go out, make your money, buy all the toys, do all the traveling, but at some point that bill is going to come due. And that's what women have a problem with. They don't like the fact that there is a price to be paid.
Yeah.
Women from the ages of 18 and 28 have absolute power over men. They can have whatever they want. And Rollo says men are the gatekeepers of relationships, women are the gatekeepers of sex. But he also says from 18 to 28, women are the gatekeepers of both.
Yeah.
Because the hot 23, 24, 25-year-old, yeah, she can get easy sex, but there are also men who want to be in relationships with her.
Yep.
But then when she sleeps around with guys into her 30s, she finally realizes, well, I can still get sex out of these guys, but nobody wants to be in a relationship with me. In your opinion, why do you think women aren't putting two and two together, even though there is evidence all around us all the time that this isn't the way it's supposed to be done?
So this is interesting because I had this conversation with my sister about a year and a half ago, and she's in med school right now. And, I had to kind of sit her down and let her know, hey, obviously do your thing, become successful, make the money, everything like that. But you got to understand that there's going to be consequences to that. And what that means is you're going to, lock a guy down now while you're young and attractive, because when you get older and you make more money, you're not going to be able to do it, and the things that you find attractive in a guy aren't necessarily what men look for in women. And I'll make it even, let's add a little extra to it. The reality is this: guys that are super successful and make a lot of money, last thing they want to do is deal with another chick that makes a lot of money as well. You know what I mean? That's older. Right. They typically, guys bust their A at work so that they can make money to attract younger, more attractive women. That's a big reason why guys become successful, is to have access to more attractive women. So, and unfortunately, older career women are not going to be able to compete with attractive 21, 22-year-olds. That's why you got Tommy Lahren crying on the internet saying, they're messing around with IG thoughts and bimbos, blah, blah, blah.
Asiana.
But what she's slowly realizing is that she can no longer compete with these women for the same high-value men that they used to throw themselves at her 10 years prior, And that's just an uncomfortable reality that a lot of women have to understand. If you're going to become successful, your pool of candidates is going to dwindle with it. And your ability to, because women can't date down like men can.
Nope.
You know what I mean? So they just can't. So the reality is they just got to understand, I need to lock down a guy when I'm younger and understand there's consequences to my success, which means I'm going to have a shrinking pool of suitable candidates that want me.
And Tommy Lahren.
So that's just a little preview, guys. That's just a little preview. This was about a 2 hour and 20-minute conversation between myself and Myron Gaines. And again, that is going to drop today on Patreon. Matter of fact, I think that episode's going to drop at 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, along with Sneaky Links episodes 6 and 7. Episode 8 is going to drop tomorrow, which means episode 9 is what I'm going to be reacting to tomorrow on Rumble. So again, if you want access to this, and again, guys, this is tens of thousands of hours of content, and I add to the collection every single day. I'm never going to run out of content. I've been doing this for so long, I'm just not going to run out. So go to patreon.com/Donovan Sharpe to sign up today. Doesn't look like anybody has any relationship questions. So it is time it is now time for the best and most controversial segment of the Manosphere. Does anybody know what segment I'm talking about? It's Hard R Bingo, guys. It is the Hard R segment. It is the Hard R segment in the motherfucking house. Appreciate, again, shout out to Phoenix Light Games, who is the de facto volunteer producer for the show. He brings us these videos all the time. Very, very appreciative of him for that. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at the Hard R Bingo card. Again, this is Hard R Bingo card number 27, which leaves. This is Hard R Bingo card number 27, which has yet to be retired. Hopefully, we'll retire this. These squares are as follows. I'm not resisting. I hate cops and white people. Are you recording this? You doing too much. Let me call my mommy. Let me call my mommy. Nigga, I'll fuck you up. I'm gonna call my lawyer. Bro, you're racist. Where's my phone? I can't breathe. Why you got her? Why you got her in handcuffs like that? I'm in fear for my life. Don't touch me. Read me my rights. I have to go to the hospital. My kids. Loosen the handcuffs. I have to go to my fake job. I'm gonna sue. Call your sergeant. My dad's a cop. Take that badge off. I ain't do nothing. I ain't got ID. And off we go. This first video is entitled Young Mother Thought She Could Hide Her Fugitive Brother Without Consequences. Oh my God. This is going to be delicious. Let's get it.
Actually profiling yesterday.
Tell that to a judge. You shouldn't have a
Oh,
profile.
we already got a clapback, cop. Yes, sir.
It don't matter.
Weird.
It don't matter.
It does matter. And now you're going to do 6 more years.
No, I'm not.
You have to sit down?
I am a nurse. I am calm.
You need to sit down.
I am calm. Can you please understand? I am calm.
Then sit down.
I am calm. Can you please get my phone?
We will get your phone.
I am a nurse. You don't have to do this to me.
Sit down, please.
You do not have to do this to me. Y'all talking about harboring. I don't know what he got going on. He don't live with me.
Bitch, please.
On New Year's Eve, 2003, officers were tracking down a man who had been involved in an armed robbery case the day prior.
Oh, shit.
After an intense chase, they finally cornered our suspect in a house blocking all exits. Little do they know the whole family was in there, including several children, adding a new level of difficulty to this situation.
Oh, no.
Side door's open. Hey, come here, man. Come here now. Signal 5. Signal 5.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
Get it off. Lock down the trigger.
Oh, shit. This shit sounds crazy.
Go over there. Go over there. Come on now. Where'd he go? Come on. All right, we have a perimeter set up. We just need more units here.
Damn, that shit sounded like it escalated. Oh, that's right. They're apprehending a fugitive.
All the units, 127. 6
Come outside. Hey, do we have enough on perimeter? Did you have enough on perimeter?
He keeps poking out the window.
What?
I got a female at this side door.
Hold up. I thought the cop. Hold up. Let me watch the. Hold on, real quick. I thought he jumped. Watch these cops. Yeah, there he goes.
I got a female at this side door. All right, guys. We have enough on perimeter here. Watch your front.
Hey, I'm right here. I got my daughter. Chill out.
Okay, where's he at?
He's gonna come out. He's gonna walk out.
Okay.
He's going to come. I got kids in here. Y'all do not have to do that.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Already, she said, I got kids in here. My kids. Again, like I've said before, man, women don't give a fuck about their kids unless they're in front of a camera or a judge. They don't give a fuck about their kids unless they're in front of a camera, a judge, or in this case, they pretend to care about their kids when they are in these situations. Let's mark one off on the bingo card there.
He's coming. He's not about to run.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
He's not about to run. He's coming.
Okay. Well, he did try to run out several different doors.
I just told him not to do that. I got open the door right now. You got your kid.
Oh, she's doing.
My other son's still in here, so
She's doing too much. You're doing too much.
Y'all don't gotta do all that now. Okay, you gotta come out right now. I don't gotta do nothing unless y'all.
Oh boy. Oh shit. Uh-oh, here we go.
Guys, hold your perimeter. Hold your perimeter.
Coming out.
Okay, well, he's trying to climb out the window.
Trying to climb out the damn window. I'm about to get him to come out.
Okay.
Don't gotta do that.
Oh, we got the where's my phone? I guess I missed that one. Appreciate
okay,
it.
Stop. Okay, come here, ma'am. No.
Dude, this is fucking dangerous. This woman, and again, guys, what do I say all the time? American black women are the only group of people who regularly and willingly put their children in danger. These cops have their guns drawn, ready to fire at will if need be. And she's out here running around with her baby in tow. Look at this.
Okay, stop. Okay, come here, ma'am.
Look at this. These men have guns drawn. And this woman is carrying her toddler. This is crazy.
No.
Don't push me. My son is in there. Stop. Don't
Okay.
your son. Do not.
Hey,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
don't touch me.
I
Step over here for me,
understand.
okay?
My
Step
son
over.
is in that house.
Okay.
Let me get him.
How old's your son?
My son is 12. Let me get him before y'all do something crazy. Let me talk to him and get him.
What is his name?
My son upstairs sleeps.
Yo, see? She doesn't want to give her son's name because they don't want them to go in there after him. There he goes. See? Now he's fucked. See? There it is. Uh-oh, about to ride the lightning? Damn, that nigga's fast. Did they tase him? Black Russian Alum says, Tommy is one of the few real ones, DS. You need to collaborate with him, dude. Yeah, I've collaborated with Tommy. Guys, listen, I love Tommy Sotomayor. I always will. You guys have to understand, Tommy is very mercurial, and rightfully, he doesn't really trust too many people. He doesn't really fully trust me. And I don't take that personally because I understand what he's been through. I get it. I don't have the kind of relationship longevity with Tommy that I have with Myron, right? Myron and I, we trust each other implicitly. I trust Tommy, but Tommy doesn't necessarily trust me, and that's okay. He's, listen, man, we'll sort of flow in and out. If we happen to be talking about the same things every once in a while, we might collaborate, but for the most part, Tommy pretty much keeps to himself as far as I'm concerned, but I don't take that personally. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. Uh-oh. Oh, here comes the taser. Oh, that's it. That's it. Yes, sir. Ride that lightning. Ride that lightning, Negro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hand around your back.
Tase him. You better. Yo. You better comply or you're going to fuck around and get tased.
All right, guys, we need a drill. And then there's one street south. If you're on the next street, did you get past?
Go by the intersection, they turn.
She said, he ain't trying to run, he's coming. That nigga flew out there like a track star.
Oh, he's got. Where's the probe?
Where are you guys at? Are you guys in the backyard?
Hey! 105 Linwood. These are deployments. These are over here.
It's called an ambulance.
Stand by, we're pulling out. 1325.
Mike Hawk, who has gifted one at Donovan Sharpe membership at Funeral 11 to welcome him to the podcast, as is customary of all first-time members. Even though we've done it before, there are a lot more people watching. So let us do an age and location check. Simply put in your age, the comma, as well as your location. For example, I live in Reno. I'm 47 years old, so I put in 47, comma, Reno. Let's continue.
Goddamn, running with these rifles. All right, guys. Hey, where's the gun? We got.
Praetorian Guard says, guys, notice when you are stressed, your fine motor skills go. It's hard to grip small things like cuffs. Wow, that's interesting.
Look, I never had no. Shut up, man. My kid's gonna pick that up. Tell us where it is. Never had no.
Oh, this nigga. This nigga.
Stop the cap.
Seriously, man. Seriously.
Bruh.
You're trying to run.
Really, nigga?
Make sure you get his phone and search anywhere he.
Really, nigga?
He's back behind this bush.
Okay, yeah. Let's search this bush around there.
After securing the suspect in handcuffs, the officer's priority now is to find the gun he allegedly threw away to avoid any further tragedies. During the search, though, they come across the sister who's seemingly trying to make a run for it.
What? Why is she running?
You know what? I'm trying to stop her.
Hey, stop! Stop!
Uh-oh.
Stop right now! Stop now! You are being detained, right? You understand? You are being detained. Put your car
This
in park
bitch tried
right
to
now.
run. Uh-oh.
Yeah, you are. You are being detained. Put your car in park right now. Put your car in park right now.
Oh.
Step out. Now.
Step out.
Let's
now.
go.
We're done. We're done with you.
Stop.
Put your hands behind your back.
Stop. I'm not doing nothing. Can y'all please?
Oh, I didn't do anything. Oh, boy. Oh, this is getting bad.
Right now, we're done.
How am I done? Because I'm trying to make sure my brother is okay.
Robert Anderson says probably has warrants, and she says she's trying to make sure her brother's okay. But you're leaving the scene. What does that have to do with making sure your brother's okay? Yeah, that's...
Stop the cap.
Hey,
Stop. Turn around.
I'm not
Get her cuffed.
I didn't know he had a fucking warrant.
Cruiser. Come on. Calm down.
Oh, come on.
Come this way.
I am
Come this way. Walk this way, please. Walk. Walk, please.
Ooh, Joe Black Tai Chi says she has the gun. Oh my God. Praetorian Guard says they can definitely make a case on her. I don't know. I mean, they can detain her as far as I know, but I haven't seen anything that, I mean, yeah, she's been a pain in the ass. Oh, aiding and abetting. Wow. Wow. Yeah, aiding and abetting. Yeah. That's for sure. Okay. All right. Okay.
Walk.
Agent Cappy 2, 200 says the family is in on it.
Sir, wait a second. Can you get my phone and call my child's father? That's it. Please get my phone. No, they're not. I need you.
She said there's an adult female
There
in the
is.
house.
I don't know her though.
So why would you leave your kids with?
So wait a minute. So you left your kid in a house with a female adult you don't know. Yeah.
Stop the cap.
Nice try.
Then step in the car.
Can you please get my phone? I'm trying to relax and be calm. In the car, please get it. I'm not trying to do nothing.
You have to sit down,
I
ma'am.
don't got time for this.
You have to sit down.
I am a nurse. I am calm.
You need to sit down.
I am calm. Can you please understand? I am calm.
Then sit down.
I am calm. Can you please get my phone?
We will get your phone.
I am a nurse. You don't have to do this to me.
Sit down.
Sure they
You do
do.
not have to do this to me. Y'all talking about
Yes, they do.
harboring? I don't know what he got going on. He don't live with me.
Sit down.
Stop the cap.
This bitch is lying her ass
I
off.
am
man.
calm. I
Sit
am
down.
calm.
Okay.
I am calm. Just please relax. I'm gonna get in the car. Just please get off me. Just please let me relax.
I'm trying.
You
Nope.
don't have to treat me
If
like
you
this.
sit in here, I'm not going to
Sit
touch
where?
you.
What is this?
In the back seat of the
Can you
cruiser.
please get my phone? That's it, and I will sit down.
And then
Just
you
get
would know.
my
You got to
phone.
sit down first, and then
go
we'll get your phone. And
What am I being arrested for? Please tell me.
ma'am, you're not. You're being detained because we have a whole mess
I
to
just
figure
want to
out.
make sure my brother is
But
okay.
then when I tell you you're not free to leave, then you can't leave.
How can
There you
tell
go.
me I'm not free to leave?
Because we're here investigating a whole
How
mess.
can you tell me I'm not free to leave?
Absolutely, I can.
I
It's
don't
called
have.
obstructing.
No, it's not
So if you
obstructing.
want to go,
nothing.
Guys, I find it absolutely fascinating that these bitches argue back and forth with cops as though they know the law better than the cops do.
you want to go this route, we're going to charge
It's
you with
not.
obstructing.
Please don't talk
Please
with
take-
nothing.
then please take a seat.
I'm
I
going
don't
to take
want
a
to.
seat. Can you
Dude.
order these? No, y'all.
All this woman has to do is stop talking and she won't go to jail. Like, why? Like, guys, I don't understand what it is with these people. I really don't. Like, these issues could be solved with simple compliance, or as niggas call it, tap dancing, right? Acting civilized is tap dancing to niggas.
Treating me like
Sure.
I'm a victim.
We'll check
like
them.
I'm a criminal. I'm not a criminal. I'm a nurse.
What
You
would
don't
I tell
gotta
you
do
to
this.
leave?
Nurses
You're
can be
pushing
criminals
me
too,
with the
sweetie.
car.
I didn't push you. Don't
You
lie and
did.
say that. Don't lie and say
It's
that. I
all
didn't
on
push
camera.
you. And I didn't
Uh-oh.
push you. You didn't touch my car or nothing. I didn't hit you. I didn't do nothing. So don't lie.
Just take a seat.
Don't lie on me, though, Officer Thornton.
Take a
Don't do
seat.
that. Because you know I
Don't
didn't
do
push
that.
you. I didn't do nothing to you.
You're getting all
I'm
worked
getting
up
worked
when I
up
asked
because
you
you're
to stay.
treating me like a criminal.
Because I asked you to stay there.
If I'm concerned about my brother's well-being, I'm going to see.
Okay,
I know
but
I
we have
don't
other
do. Y'all
things to
kill
do.
me.
Oh my
but y'all
God. Dude, people like this always end up in jail because they can't stop talking. They can't stop talking.
people.
Okay. If you're a nurse, you wouldn't
Oh, I'm going to say it. I done seen it. I done seen it. I seen how y'all did Jalen Walker. I see it. So that's why I wanted to make sure.
I seen how y'all did Jalen Walker. Yeah, your brother is a fugitive from justice and tried to run from the law.
My brother was okay. Y'all are treating me as if I did something wrong. I didn't do nothing wrong. Y'all came to
Yes, you did. You
my
trying to cover
house
for your
looking
brother.
for somebody who does not live there. That's not his address. He does not live there.
Yes, but he was indeed there.
That's irrelevant. He was there.
He doesn't live there. That's not his address.
Gotcha, bitch.
Okay, he doesn't live there. That's not his address, yet they found him there. His address is irrelevant, sweetie. Try again.
Okay, but
I don't know what he has.
Please take a seat,
warrant
ma'am.
or nothing. Can you go get my phone? I'm gonna sit right here. Go get
Slide
my
your
phone.
feet in so we can shut the door.
Can you get my phone, please?
Slide your feet in. You're not cooperating with us at all, so why would we get your phone? Okay,
I'm trying to cooperate. I want y'all to
No, you're not. She won't put her feet in the car.
call my kid's father.
We're going to, but I can't leave you until you're in here secure. Then I will go
First
get
of all,
your phone.
these are still tight. Can you please
I can put my whole finger in there.
These are still tight.
Keep your
No.
hands like this.
These are still tight.
No.
Stop
I
the
can put my
cap.
whole finger in.
Okay, that's fine. Can you just
Don't-
get my
don't
phone?
twist them.
Can you get my phone?
I will.
Can you get my keys to my car and do all that, please?
Yes. Thank you.
God
You profiled me yesterday. You see me at a stop sign, see me turn left, I bailed all
This
traffic
wouldn't have been
lights.
happening if you would have just gave me your real ID and not let me on a car chase.
Uh-oh.
You shouldn't have been racially profiling yesterday.
Tell that to a judge.
Oh, he said tell it to a judge. We got the clapback cop. Let's get it.
Have a parole violation warrant for ag robbery.
It don't matter.
Weird.
It don't matter.
It does matter. Then now you're gonna do 6 more years.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not. All guys, I think what we need to understand is niggas have nothing but their voice. Niggas like to give the impression that they're claiming victory by shit they say. This dude is going to prison. This cop just told him, you're going to get 6 more years. He says, no, I'm not. I got niggas in here talking about, well, Donovan thinks he can't be touched. Anything to claim victory. Anything to claim victory. Just by talking, that's all these people do.
While both siblings are being detained, the officers now have to make sure that all the children that were left in the house are okay and kept under supervision, at least until the situation is cleared up.
I got 2 more coming out of the back door. Who else is in here with you? Nobody? How old are you? 12? Okay, come on out. Come outside. Come on outside, buddy.
Oh, my dad.
Yeah,
No.
come outside.
Come on.
Oh my God.
I need my phone. Can I get it?
You gotta come outside,
Bro,
buddy.
just come outside, man.
Get out of the house.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. Just comply with the cops, man.
Sorry, guys.
I swear to God, niggas, if you let niggas tell it, every unarmed black man that gets killed by a white cop was complying with every, he was just sitting, he was studying under a tree. When these racist white cops just came in and sprayed him with bullets. No, man. Y'all niggas reach for shit. Y'all niggas fight cops. That's why y'all get shot by cops, man.
Guys.
Just want to go put them in the cruiser?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Here, guys. I'm
Yeah, Big Sense is all bark and no bite.
All right, you guys aren't in trouble. You just can't be inside the house right now. We're probably gonna get a search warrant. You got anything in your pockets, man? Just roll them out for me. All right, you good. Alright, apparently. Alright, but if you can scoot all the way through so she can sit right here. You don't have anything in your pockets, dear?
I don't think so, but
You can just turn them inside out for me.
I got nothing up here. All I got up here is my bag.
Yeah, you're fine with that. What's in this pocket here? Just turn it out. If it's like a vape or something like that, that's
No,
not what I'm
there's-
worried about. Alright, good deal. Alright guys, I'm gonna turn the heat on for you so you're not so cold, alright?
Can I call my dad?
Is your... What's your dad's name?
Terrell.
Terrell? Oh, okay. Not who just ran out of the house. Yeah, you can call your dad, man. That's fine.
FG.
What's your name, dear?
Wait, I'm confused. What's going on?
Oh no! What's your name, dear? I'm confused as to what's going on. Here we go. Here we go. Now he's talking to a child, and the child does not want to give the name.
So you guys were in the house where a felony warrant suspect was inside. So we just need to identify you guys, and we're gonna do a search warrant on the house. What's your name, dear?
Dude, just.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
How you doing, sir? Hey, so is Taylor this I don't even know his name. This gentleman's mother.
Yes.
Okay, so Taylor had his last name's was in the house, and he had a felony warrant. He just ran out of the house. Mommy! And she was kind of obstructing what we were doing. Mommy! And so we've just cleared everybody out of the house now, and we're gonna probably be doing a search warrant on it. That's why he's sitting in the back of the car just to stay warm, because he doesn't have a jacket or anything.
Praetorian Guard says the gun's in the house. Yeah,
So
I
he's
think
not
you're
in trouble
probably
or
right.
anything. We're just getting everybody's info that was in the house.
He doesn't have. I'll be there with his info here in 5 minutes.
Okay, that's no problem, sir. Was your mom Taylor who was just...
No, that's
No? Okay. Are you babysitting? What is...
Yeah, I'm just here watching.
Okay. I just need your name because you're in the house. Diamond? No, you're all right. Like I said, you guys aren't in trouble. You guys are in the house. There's a dynamic situation.
Yeah, people. What people have to understand, guys. What people have to. Oh, I guess that sound drop is too loud. Yeah, sorry, y'all. I'll lower that for you guys. What people have to understand is that the reason why cops need you to identify yourself is because they have to put everything in the report.
Your mom...
What's going on? Can you explain?
I just told you. The gentleman who was hiding in the house had a felony warrant.
Mm-hmm.
And then Taylor, who is his mother, obstructed us from getting him out of that house. Okay. So you guys also being in...
What happened to my mom?
I don't know right now, man. It's all dependent on my supervisor and stuff like that.
Wait,
Do you know if they have children's names for mom?
Who are you talking to here?
These are the kids, and then were you just over here? Were you babysitting?
Yeah, I was over here.
A 12-year-old and then yeah, that's one of those mom.
Yeah.
How old are you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm 18.
You're 18. Okay. Mom is going to come back over here. We have her in custody. We're not sure what's happening with her. So.
Wait, did you guys get that guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got him. So yeah, just sit tight, and we're gonna figure out what's going on here.
His dad is also on his way. He
Yeah,
gave
the
him a
dad's
call.
fine. We'll do that.
Yeah, I just haven't gotten his info.
Okay, so these two, that's mom over there in the car, right? The
Yes.
silver car. And then dad is on the way for you guys.
Yeah.
Where does he
LGS says Diamond is a stripper name.
Yep. Live at, guys?
My dad lives on. He lives in the apartments, but I forgot like.
Is he in Akron?
Yeah, he's out.
Okay, we're good. Okay, I just want to make sure he was local.
And it wasn't
So-
it wasn't her dad that just ran out of the house, is it? No. Okay.
Okay.
No.
Good deal.
Yeah, I think.
All right, guys.
Okay.
Sit tight here.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm just gonna close the door so you guys can stay warm. All right. Mm-hmm.
While waiting for the father to arrive,
Well, that's still
officers
loud.
take a moment to talk to the mother.
There we go. That's better.
She claims she didn't know about the warrant or any other shady things her brother was involved in. But as much as the officers want
Stop the cap.
to believe her, it's their duty to side with caution and continue their investigation.
That's right.
Hey, are you Taylor?
Yes.
All right. Hey, I'm Sergeant Stanner. Okay, I'm the supervisor. Well, I hate to meet you under these circumstances.
I know.
So, okay. So, I understand that. Okay.
That's it. Like I told him, I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Well, did you want me to explain to you what's going on?
Here come the crocodile's ears.
Guys, talk to him, please.
Huh?
Is that the dad?
Yes, I need to call my daughter's dad. Like I
No, is
said,
that him?
No.
Who's that?
That's my son's dad.
Oh, son's dad. Gotcha. Okay. His daughter's dad, so he's a different dad. Okay.
How many
So
baby daddies she got?
What questions could I answer for you, Taylor?
Like I said, I just want. I don't know what's going on.
Okay,
I don't have nothing to do
Right.
with it.
Stop
I
the
just
cap.
want to make sure my kids are okay.
Well, your
Stop the
kids are in the
cap.
back of this cruiser with the other female who's in the house with them, the 18-year-old. Who's that?
I don't know her.
You don't know who's in your house?
My son let my brother in. I don't know who he brought in here. I was not here.
Who's your brother? The guy that ran from us said he's your brother.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm trying to figure out who's related.
Good Lord, man.
Okay, so your brother brought her over.
Yes.
So the female in there.
She got brought over by when?
This is
Okay, gotcha, girlfriend. Okay. So, here's the deal. I'll tell you what's going on. So, unfortunately, you are involved, okay? Because Frank brought his shit over here to you, his problems, okay? So when he comes to your house, guess what? You're involved.
But I wasn't aware of his problem.
It doesn't.
Yes, you are. Stop it.
Doesn't matter.
I wasn't. And I didn't let him be
right.
an officer.
And I'm not saying you were, okay? But so Frank was involved in an incident with us, involved in a pursuit with that car. That's how we found out about the car. I know you didn't. That he has multiple.
I swear to God, if this officer is trying to explain to her what's going on, and all she's doing is disagreeing.
Multiple warrants off for his arrest. We come to find out that he's at this house, and you rented the car for him. Did you rent that car for him, or did you let him use the car?
Praetorian Guard says, we actually see the future of no fathers firsthand. Women, babies, raising babies. Daughter is 19, mom is like 36. Fam, I'm serious.
My car, like I rented it for, it's in my name.
Okay, but did you know he was using it?
He asked me to drive the car.
Okay. There it is. That means you knew he was using it.
Okay.
He asked me to drive the car.
And what did you tell him? Yes.
I let him drive it. Yes, I did.
Yes.
So,
did you know his license was suspended?
No, I did not. I don't know nothing that's going on. Frank doesn't tell me anything. The officer just told me he got all these warrants for robbery.
Yeah, he does.
The only thing I know about Frank was...
Now, the officer's telling me no, he does have warrants. Dude, officers don't lie to you about warrants, sweet cheeks.
He had a parole violation. That's it. That's all.
Okay, well...
He's only wanted for a parole violation. Got it.
He's in big trouble.
I don't know, and I'm not aware of that. He does not tell me or my grandmother.
Well, you know that now, so let's stop with this.
Okay, well, and I understand that.
If I was aware of that...
No, and I understand that.
I would have never let him drive my car, because before you guys were about to come out the house, he was asking to drive my car.
Okay.
And I asked him, I said, well, where's my other car at?
Okay.
He told me he parked it down the street.
Yeah, she's lying. David said she's lying as usual. Yeah, you can tell she's lying because she keeps pausing.
Did you know he parked it down the street?
No,
Yep.
I didn't know.
Oh, you didn't know that. Okay.
I didn't know.
Did you ask him where it was?
I asked him.
What did he say?
This morning, as he was about to walk out the door with the officer.
Yeah.
He slammed the door, and I'm like, what is going on?
And what did he say?
And I looked out my window. I could see what was going on.
Well, no, what did he say to you? Did he just...
He didn't tell nothing to me.
He said,
I don't know. He said, I don't know. All he kept telling me
No, this is
parole violation. I said, they're not going to come to my house like this for no parole violation.
Yeah, what? Of course they will. It's a parole violation. Of course they're coming.
That's exactly what I said. I grabbed my daughter and I proceeded to...
Big said his mother isn't just a title, it's a standard. Women like this don't deserve to be called a mother. Any female can open their legs and push out a baby, assuming she's healthy enough to do so. Actually, Big said, I agree with you, but it's not the mother that you're talking about, okay? The moniker is mom. The moniker is mom. It shouldn't be Happy Mother's Day, it should be Happy Mom's Day. Because there's a big difference between a mother and a mom. There are a lot more mothers in this world than there are moms. And what is a mom? A mom is a woman who is a good mother to her children. Any woman can be a biological mother. Any woman can be a biological mother. Open your legs, let some random nigga skeet in you, pop out the kid, and you're good to go. But very few women are actually good moms. So I agree with you, just the terminology.
To open, I told the officer, I said, don't do none of that. I'm gonna let him in. I'm gonna let you in.
Okay.
I told Frank, stop. Don't run. You're gonna make it worse for yourself. I said, there's nothing you can do.
How in the world can...
Not run. You're gonna make it worse for yourself. And as I'm talking to him, trying to talk to him, I'm trying to talk to the officer too and tell the officer, hey, I'm gonna open the door. You could come in here.
Okay.
I don't even know how Frank got out the house.
Well, he ran out the front door between some officers. That's what he was to get away.
Exactly. But I told him not to run. When I seen how y'all surrounded my house and all this and that, that's when I knew the severity of the situation.
Well, you didn't think the severity of the situation was when they showed up to your door?
I was aware of was that he had a parole violation.
Okay.
And the only reason
so you were aware that he had a parole violation. A parole violation is pretty fucking serious.
I know that is because when my last address that he got paroled to, the PO came there.
Praetorian Guard says they say this all the time. My cousin's car or my friend's car, what's his name? I don't know. Exactly.
And I explained to him, you could remove this address.
All right, hold that thought, okay? Hold that thought. Just take a couple deep breaths for me, okay?
I'm okay, officer.
Yeah, you came out, and I was trying to explain to you what was going on and stuff, okay?
And I understand the officer. Like I said, in the heat of the moment, I was upset. I was
understand.
scared. My son is crying, screaming upstairs. He done called his dad. I don't know what's going on. You guys are surrounding my house. I'm upset. I'm scared. Like I told the officer, I don't have a criminal record. I'm not a bad person.
This bitch, I'm telling you, man, she was involved. She was involved. She's talking way too much.
Okay.
I don't be into none of this type of stuff.
Okay.
No man lives with
Well,
me. No none of that.
So what happened when you got in your car? The officer told you not to go anywhere.
No, the officer, I asked the officer, I asked him, could you please move your vehicle? I just want to check on my brother. I seen him running.
Yeah.
You guys had your guns out.
Right.
That's it. In the heat of the moment, I was upset and panicking and frantic.
In the heat of the moment. Here we go.
Why? Because I've seen plenty of times where people run and resist arrest and they get shot. In my first instinct, all I was thinking about...
Yeah, people run, they resist arrest, and they get shot. Yeah, that's generally what happens, sweet cheeks.
You guys are going to shoot my brother. You guys are going to shoot my brother. That's all I was thinking about, and I just wanted to make sure.
So you jumped in the car and then left? Is that what you did?
I got in my car, and yes, I did say, officer, can I please go around there? I got in my car to check on my brother.
And what did he tell you?
I wasn't. He basically said he wasn't going to move the vehicle, so I said, I need to go. I need to go.
And how'd you get out of the driveway then?
She drove around?
The driveway.
Around the cruiser?
I didn't back out around no cruiser. I pulled.
Oh, okay. So you pulled out.
Yes,
and then you went down the
street.
street.
And I just went down the street to where I seen already, and that's it. I just wanted to check on my brother to make sure he was okay.
Well,
at the end of the day, I was upset,
it wasn't
crying, emotional, frantic. It wasn't because I'm trying to help him. I wasn't trying to help him get away. None of that. I just
that's
okay,
cap.
well, the police are here.
You were absolutely trying to help. You were absolutely trying to help help your brother.
Okay, and we're there to arrest him. And
I just wanted to make sure that he got arrested the proper way. I did.
Okay, well, are you a lawyer?
I was scared thinking he was going to get shot.
Why? Why do you think he was going to get shot?
Because she knew he was going to run from the law. See, she keeps telling on herself.
What goes on in the world? Jalen Walker got shot from running from the police.
Jalen Walker shot at officers.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Gotcha, bitch. Oh, he got you, bitch. Oh, here we go. Listen.
Jalen Walker got shot from running from the police.
Jalen Walker shot at officers.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. You guys see what you guys did to Jalen Walker? Yeah, that nigga shot at officers. That's why they lit his ass up like a Christmas tree. The fuck out of here, man.
But I don't know what my brother...
yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, you do know.
But I don't know that.
And he wasn't armed?
I don't know what he had on him.
Well, that's an assumption.
I don't know. So I just was concerned for his well-being.
Well,
this is all
like to me you have a bias against the police.
I don't have a bias against the police. I'm not involved in
Not the cap.
I have...
because all police, there's a lot of great officers out here and stuff.
I didn't say you weren't. I didn't say you weren't, officer.
Yeah, but you sat there and said, well, I don't know what's going to happen. You guys shot Jalen Walker. That nigga shot a cop, so they returned.
What I said
Fire.
was... I've seen numerous occasions where people resist arrest, run from the police, and they get shot. So that
right. This is why they shouldn't resist arrest and run from the police, sweetie. That's how niggas get shot. That's how niggas get shot. You see, if you comply with cops, you don't get shot. When you resist arrest and shoot a police, that's when you get shot.
That was my first instant. That
you said numerous incidents. Does that happen in Akron or nationwide?
I've seen it happen nationwide and in Akron multiple times.
Well, your stats are all off because it doesn't happen numerous times. I can tell you that. Okay?
I know.
And I have the stats.
That's fine. You know the stats. I'm not trying to argue with you, officer.
Okay.
But like I said, I was just concerned.
So do you think what you did should justify no charges for you? I mean, no, I'm asking you honestly. So do you think all your actions you did here would justify no charges for you?
Reacting emotionally and upset? Yes, I do, because I didn't. I was acting in emotional.
Okay.
Of course, yeah. Well, sweetie, yeah, you were acting emotionally, and people who act emotional in these situations end up making bad decisions. Guys, this is why you can't listen to women. Oh, I was reacting emotionally, blah 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 blah. Yet she'll be the first bitch to say, oh, I'm not emotional.
So if a person acts emotional and shoots somebody, should we just let them off because they acted emotionally?
Well,
and not charge them with flagrant assault?
They have a weapon on them. I don't have.
Why is that different? It's the same thing.
I don't have a weapon because obviously, if they have a weapon on them, then their intentions are no good with having.
This officer is absolutely schooling this chick. She has no idea what she's talking about.
Weapon on them. I didn't have any ill intentions, like I said, officer.
So you're just concerned for your brother.
That's it. I was concerned.
And you're emotionally aren't charged pretty much.
And upset.
Okay.
You got my son was crying, panicking. My daughter's crying, panicking. He called his father. That's it. I acted off my emotions, upset.
Well, Frank brought all this to your house, so maybe you should blame him for it.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to Tyrants J with the $20 Cash App. He says, for your dedication, my man, salute. Absolutely. Appreciate Tyrants for the $20 Cash App. If you want to be cool like Tyrants, drop your boy Cash App. Drop your boy Cash App. I've got money for about 100 coffees. But if you drop your boy Cash App, I'm going to go and buy more flowers. That seems to be my addiction. I can't stop buying flowers. I actually went to Home Depot today and bought 4 more flower pots because I have too many flowers. I've got flowers that I need to pot. I might actually do that today before I go to the gym. Let's continue.
And I do blame him.
Okay.
And he knows, and
Well,
that's
great.
why when you guys opened when I opened the door and I told him he could come in and get him.
Okay.
I was cooperating. I didn't know he was trying to run out the house or do anything. I'm trying to
cap.
have my daughter home.
Well, that's fair enough. You didn't.
Nah, that's cap. That's cap. She was guys. It was obvious from the start. Actually, no. It was obvious when her brother fled that she was running interference to give him time to get away. Reverend Brown with the $2 super chat says Cole Bunny's running wild again like Hulkamania.
Yep.
Absolutely. Hashtag Snow Bunnies for the win. This is we endorse Snow Bunnies here at TSR Towers. Let's get it.
I know what was going on. I believe you. I believe
And I
you
don't, like I
on
said, I'm a
that.
nurse officer. I don't get in trouble. I don't have a criminal record.
Okay.
I'm a mother. I go to work. Only thing I can admit my fault is being upset and emotionally concerned for my brother and worried.
Okay.
And my first instinct was thinking, please don't shoot my brother. That's it.
So, Praetorian Guard, let me ask you a question. You said that they can get her for obstruction and what else?
That's it.
Okay.
It has nothing.
Okay, fair-
It has
fair-
nothing
fair
to
enough.
do with
Okay.
y'all. It has nothing to do with y'all.
She needs to stop talking. Because at this point, the officer has no reason to not believe her. Did you hear what she said? The officer said, yeah, okay, all right, fair enough. Fair enough. She's appealing to the officer's logic by pointing out that she was emotional. Okay, that's fine. He'll cut her a break for that. But at this time, she needs to stop talking. Because I think if she continues to talk, she's going to talk her way into the handcuffs.
Not biased against the police. I will call the police in a minute for help. Because you guys are here to protect and serve. I'm not.
Now all of a sudden you believe. Now all of a sudden you believe that cops are here to protect and serve, but you won't talk about what happened to Jalen Walker. Got it.
Stop him from getting arrested or none of that.
Okay.
Whatever he's in trouble for, and
Okay.
whatever he did,
All right.
he's a grown man. Those are
All
his
right.
consequences.
All right, Taylor, let me talk to the officers out here, okay?
And like I said,
I'm going to roll up the window and
upset.
we're going to figure this out, okay?
That's it. Just
Okay.
emotional and upset. I'm not trying to get in trouble. I'm not trying to do nothing to you guys. None of that. Like,
Okay.
Okay, look. I don't know. I mean, look, she's calm. Yeah, Praetorian Guard says manipulation. I think I probably would have been manipulated, right? And the reason why I would have been manipulated is because she did finally calm down and she finally did stop talking. You know what I mean? Number one. Number two, there's really no proof or evidence that she was trying to help her brother. We think that she was trying to help him, but we don't know. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. If I'm the officer, I'm like, okay, all right, she was a pain in the ass at first, but she's calmed down. Everything is calm. We got this suspect. Me personally, I would probably just be like, okay, just in the future, just don't do what you did. That's probably what I would do. I don't know. Maybe this is why I'm not a cop. I'd either let people go or just beat the fuck out of them, which is really not what cops should be doing.
Off the window. Do you want it down just to get some air? Okay. And I'll talk to you in a minute, but I want to talk to the officers out here, okay? Now, who's this gentleman here?
That's my son's dad.
The son's dad and what? And okay, that's the son's dad. Okay.
Yes, can you guys have...
I'm assuming you have custody of the kids, both of them?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Were you ever married to him or anything?
No.
Okay, so you have sole custody based on Ohio.
Rack 90 says, yeah, Donovan, you need to be around more black women. She was using Order 66 tactics. R.I.P. Kevin Samuels. Damn. You might be right. Praetorian Guard says, I don't mind her getting off, but the manner in which she is acting is total manipulation. I don't care how you comply as long as you comply. Okay, all right. That makes sense. I remember when Kevin explained to me what Order 66 was. I was like, dude, you're fucking next level with this shit.
Okay.
His name's on the birth certificate.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Godfather Sports says I give her an 8. You talking about 8 baby daddies? Is that what you're talking about? You talking about this black woman? You talking about this black woman being an 8? Talk about this black woman being an 8. Reverend Brown with the $20 super chat says, isn't it funny how women will admit to them being overly emotional when they believe it will get them out of trouble, but will never admit it, but would never admit that in a general conversation about their flawed decision making. Wow. Wow. God damn.
Well, okay, well, I'm not sure if you're going to be charged with something, but you're probably not going to go to jail. You are cooperating with me, but I'm not sure if you're going to get charged with something, okay? I'll be honest with you, okay? You may get a summons up here in court, okay?
If I just don't want to go to jail. Please, I don't want to
just look, man. It's not gonna. I'm okay with them letting her go. To be honest with you, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
No, you may be charged with something. I'll be honest with you, okay? But I want to talk to the officers and stuff. But you may not be going to jail, okay?
Please don't.
So your kids may be going with you here, okay?
Please don't, officer. I can't.
All right, let me roll up the window.
All right, okay, all right. Look, man. Look, I mean, I don't know. I mean, me personally, I don't know. She was a pain in the ass at first, but, I get it. Her kids are innocent. They didn't have anything to do with this. You know what I'm saying? Listen, she probably did know that her brother was wanted. Yeah, she probably knew that her brother had warrants and this and that. You know what I mean? But there's no real evidence that she knew.
What's your name?
Terrell.
Sergeant Stander. All right. I'm assuming you're the father of her son?
Yeah.
Shane will win with the $5 super chat says, an 8 where? In a Compton crack house?
Nope.
No, not even in a Compton crack house.
Okay. Do you know what's going on, or you kind of got a call here?
I got it. My son called me and told me that a lot of police are kicking doors in.
Well, this had a lot to do. So her brother Frank is the one who brought all this BS.
Okay.
So to her house, and she didn't know about it. Unfortunately, Frank has a bunch of warrants for his arrest. He was involved in a chase with us yesterday. We got to look for him. He tried to run out the door, and then he tried to run out some windows, and he ended up running out the front door between two officers. We got on a foot chase with him, and then we...
Yeah, Praetorian Guard says Sarge seems like a stand... Yeah, he seems fair, He seems fair. This is the kind of officer that's not arresting people just for the sake of it. So, I'm all right with that.
He ended up tasing him over there and stuff, but I mean...
No, he's not a random because they called him.
So that's what happened. With her, she was a little emotional distress charged, which, I was talking to her and stuff. There's a lot going on. She ended up leaving in the car, wouldn't stop for the officers. She's going to have a charge of obstructing official business, but she's getting a summons for that.
Okay. All right.
Both kids are going to go with her. Now, since Frank was here and he was involved in some other stuff here, I'm waiting for the Detective Bureau supervisor to call me back because we cleared the house, and I don't know if they're going to want to do a search warrant on the house. So she's going to get a summons up here. The son doesn't have to go with you. I just want to let you know what's going on since you're the father. I guess the daughter...
Oh, so at this point, they're going to search the house, and if they find anything in there, then they'll charge her.
Has a different father?
Yeah.
This is my understanding?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what's going on. The kids weren't hurt or anything. I think they were just kind of upset with because no officers...
Well, he was asleep, so he woke up.
Yeah, he was asleep and stuff, and
commotion.
Frank was trying to jump out all the windows and stuff, and we're yelling at him to calm down, say, hey, get your hands up, whatever. And then he ended up running out of the house, and we got on a foot chase with him down here, so... So anyway, that's what's going on, man. So if you want to wait in your car until she's done, it's fine. But the kids are going to go with her. Okay. So I don't know how you guys get along in terms of seeing your son and stuff. Well,
we're good.
Okay. Good. So yeah, if you want to wait in your car, man, she's going to get some just a summons up here, and then I'm going to advise her with the house here, and I'm going to wait for the Detective Bureau supervisor to call and stuff. Okay. And unfortunately, her car is going to be towed because her plates expired in August.
Oh no!
So her car's going to be towed, which has nothing to do with you. Just letting you know. So all right.
So it expired in August, and this is actually New Year's Eve of 2023. Wow.
So if you want to sit in the car and you can talk to her after we're done with her and stuff. Okay. Any other questions? No. All right, man. Thanks.
As much as the mother pleaded that she's not involved, she clearly obstructed the investigation and as a result, she was cited for obstruction and later let go. As for her brother, after getting cleared at the hospital, he was taken to jail for fleeing, obstruction, armed robbery, and several other warrants. What's interesting is that when officers later reviewed the body cam footage, they see him pulling plastic baggies, seemingly filled with fentanyl, from his behind.
Ew!
What a start to the year.
Oh, God! Oh, no! Oh, that's fucking gross. That is gross. That is absolutely... What the hell is this? Damn. 19-year-old acts tough until the cuffs come out. Well, shit. Let's go ahead and do this one. This one looks like a natural, seamless transition. 19-year-old acts tough until the cuffs come out. Let's get it. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go.
Please make it easy for me.
On March 25th, 2022, officers were dispatched to an outdoor sports bar in response to 6 women who were refusing to pay their tab and arguing amongst themselves in Hallandale Beach, Florida.
Boss, sorry,
Damn it.
waste your time. No, it's okay. Third table over there. My brother's right there. He'll fill you in. Okay. Hey. Yeah, from the morning. Yeah. Came in the morning, right? No, I got no. It looks like a. It looks like a. What's going on? They need to pay what?
240 left on the tab.
Damn! $240 tab?
Okay.
I swear to God, man. I swear to God. Black women are always skipping out on their tabs.
You guys have any cards for them or no?
Okay. We don't do separate checks here. So practically I added up these ladies are gonna pay together. And then these 2 ladies are together. I did the math of their check and the taxes and the gratuity. It's $156.50. So I just need them to pay that, and then it's gonna be $40.07 each 3 here. I just need my tab. They're willing to pay their half and go. I just need the $156.50 from these 2 ladies.
$156 for both of them?
No, for both of them. Yeah.
So it's for each one?
No.
Yep, there it is. Praetorian Guard says, bro, they do it all the time. Yep.
No,
okay.
Wow, Sean Morris says, black women make up 5% of San Diego County's population, but make up 35% of the women's prison here. Of course.
Oh, so perfect, yeah.
So can we pay?
You guys can pay.
Okay.
Can they pay?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to pay their half of their bill. Yes, okay. Yes, they're paying their half.
Do you have a receipt for that?
Give me 1 second.
I'll get you the receipt. You guys are paying. It's not a big deal. I don't know why they call it. I think they're going to pay together for one part, and then the 2 ladies over here have to pay $156.
Hello, go ahead. Thank you.
Snow Demi says, imagine staying home if you're broke. Dude, I stay home all the time, man. I'm 47 years old, man. I ain't trying to go out. You know what? I'm going to speed this up because they're playing a lot of copyrighted music, and I don't want to get dinged here. So let me speed this up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh boy, that's too fast. God damn. All right, never mind. Let me go back to down 1.25. My bad, y'all. My bad.
Let's not do this.
Oh, here we go. Oh, she said, don't touch me, and Hard R Bingo is underway. Don't touch me. Ay, 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 ay. These fucking.
I'll take it.
We hear you.
Come over. You want us to beat him? Stay with
Listen, she said, bro. She said, get off of me, bro. Here we go.
Don't make this any worse.
But don't grab me. Don't grab me. Don't grab me. You're trying to make me grab me. I got do that again. I don't give a
Listen,
yes, you do.
Don't touch me.
What's going on?
Just don't touch me.
This bitch is trying to run.
What are you throwing water at me for?
Don't touch me. I didn't mean to throw it on you. I meant to throw it on that.
Yeah, but you got. Hey, look, you got me all.
I'm bad. My bad. I'm sorry, but I meant to throw it on her. You were just in the way. You happened to get wet. It was not meant for you. So if you did that out of revenge because you got a badge, you could hold me, go ahead. But honestly, I didn't mean to do it. So you don't have to touch me.
Listen, just stay over here. I told you to stay over here. The next time I have to tell you that, you're gonna be on the ground.
Can I go get my bag?
No, you gotta stay here until we're done.
Well, you screaming at me before I'm asking you, can I go get my bag?
And he just fucking told you no, bitch.
Bag is in there with my ID, my money, and everything else.
They're not gonna steal it. There's cops there.
Well, my phone is in there. I need my.
Still not gonna do it.
I don't. And it's gonna be 500. That's why that I don't care. I don't care. You got wet. Your wig up. I don't care. I don't care.
He parked his vehicle in the service. We're trying to get them to pay charge.
Jesus fuck, man. Now I gotta speed this shit up.
Trying to get them to pay their bill. I got him right here with the machete. I don't know if he has it now. I don't know if he's in the boat. Yo,
here she goes.
1011 feet at the mother compartment. Take number 8715.
In my bag. And you're not getting it.
So we're done.
Hand me my bag so I can leave. Dada.
Yo, just stay
okay,
over
I'm
here.
not touching you, sir. I'm gonna need you to stop touching me.
If you wanna make this difficult, we're gonna make it difficult. Stay over here, because I can. Stay over here until we're done.
You got a badge?
Yeah.
Yes, he can because he has a badge. They are law enforcement. Praetorian Guard says Broward is a shithole. I'm sorry if y'all live there. So I've heard.
Dada, hand me my bag. I can't. You got my phone.
Oh, there it is. Where's my phone? And I can't even record this. You have my phone.
I'm gonna go in there. I'm sorry to tell you.
Yeah, E. Jones says wild and out. No, she's chimping out. We call these chimp out now. Chimp outs now.
Right. Do that and see what happens. You're gonna be arrested. Yo!
I'm grabbing it from right here. I ain't touching it. Dada! What's this bad problem? Like, I'm literally right. Shut up, bro. Dada, hand me my bag, bro. He's grabbing me for no reason. He's grabbing me for no reason. I'm walking.
Don't resist because you're gonna get arrested now.
I don't care, bro.
You just figure away.
Not arrested. Resisting, no arrest.
Listen.
He's aggressively grabbing me for no reason. Grab your officer.
Oh, here we go.
That's it. Relax. Relax.
Grab him.
Let's go.
You can arrest me.
I'm gonna grab you. I'm gonna grab you. I'm gonna grab you.
Here we go.
I'm gonna grab you.
This is officially a chimp out.
As soon as you hold the handcuff, okay, I'll grab it. I'll grab it. Let me grab it. Let's go.
Don't let this man touch me ever again in your life. Let him grab me like that. You know,
come on, man. Let's go.
He's a weak man.
Let's go.
Don't you ever touch me in your life. I swear to God.
Is this bitch in a bikini? This bitch looks like she's in a goddamn bathing suit.
Let's go. I can let you go.
I want his camera. I swear to God, I want his body camera.
We have camera.
I want his body camera now.
Do me a favor.
I want it now.
Do me a favor.
I want it now because he's trying me.
Are you gonna relax?
Almost broke my arm about that. Why?
Listen.
Why? Why?
Listen.
Why?
Turn around. So it could be easier. Turn around. Don't rest
I'm not gonna let this man arrest me.
Turn around.
Oh no, you're gonna get arrested, sweetie.
Turn around.
He could break my arm. I won't care.
Around.
You better arrest me.
Just. Now you're getting arrested.
I don't give a.
Listen.
Oh, she spit at him.
See? You
Spit at my face. Look, I got her. Put it in my face again.
what a badge.
Listen.
Oh,
Those things up. So she don't get up. That's it.
I don't give a. I really don't.
That's it.
No.
She's definitely taking the ring. I'll take it.
No. He's not taking me. He's not taking me.
You hear me too. Relax.
He's not taking me. He's not taking me. He's not taking me. He's not taking me.
Hombre, papi. Coge el otro brazo.
Ay.
Taking me in his car.
Put it in my car. My car's back here. My bad.
He's not taking me in his car. He's not taking me.
Incredible.
He's not taking me.
Incredible.
Grab him. Don't. He punched me in my
Hit me on the chest. Get in. Gara, go by the other side. Gara, suitcase her.
Why are you doing all this?
Because your officer's a bully.
Mama,
This is my car. I'm gonna take you. Let's
You're
go.
not gonna take me.
I'm gonna
I
take
know
you.
you're lying.
I'm gonna take you.
Please
I'm
don't
gonna
lie
drive.
to
I'm
me.
gonna drive. Just sit down. I'm gonna drive. Sit down. I'm gonna get in. I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna drive. Let's go. Let's go. Get in. I'll drive. I'll drive this car.
You're not
Get in.
driving me.
I swear to God, I'm gonna drive. I swear to God, I'm gonna drive. Sit down. Sit down.
Oh.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. That's it. I'm gonna drive. 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 I'm driving. Hey, Diaz, I'm driving. I'm driving.
I
I'm
swear
driving.
to God,
I'm driving.
I want his badge number right.
I'm gonna give it to you.
No.
But sit down. Sit down. I'm gonna drive.
I'm not getting out of this.
I'm gonna drive.
No,
I'm gonna
please.
drive. I'm gonna drive.
I don't want him to
I'm gonna drive.
please.
I'm gonna
See, this is her just taking the L, man.
So get in the car right now.
Shane will win with the $10 super chat. Says, did she forget to take her meds? Oh wait, this is American black woman, not Becky. Absolutely. You already know what it is.
You can get also sit, relax. Watch out. No, watch out. No, watch out with your feet. Watch out with your feet. Hey, put the feet up. Put your feet up so I could drive. I'm gonna drive. I promise you, I'm gonna drive. Can you please make it easy for me? Girl, I'm gonna drive. Please. Thank you. Please. Thank you. I'm gonna drive. I'm gonna drive.
Ay, 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 ay. All of that goddamn trouble for this little bitch.
I'll take.
Hey, sorry. I do a 105 feet, man. Do I go on the air and say I'm transporting? Because there's some three. What was that? You cut off.
Stop the cap.
She hit you too?
Well,
she went forward. She hit me in my face.
And then the husband got in the car to try and go find him,
One
but
time?
he wasn't able to keep tabs on him after he
She's a headache.
Listen.
She's a headache.
Uh-oh.
How many breaks we gave her? How many breaks we gave her? Like we gave her
All of
breaks.
this. Breaks. In other words, how much did we tolerate?
Your friend.
Just ignore her.
No, she threw water. She kicked an officer.
She need to stop. They're taking her?
They're taking her.
They taking her there?
Yes, she assaulted police officers, plural.
Listen, can I trust you to...
You can trust me with anything.
No,
I'm not the foolish one.
No. Can I trust you to pay? Because we gotta go...
You can trust me. I got my bills. I'm not leaving until I pay. I don't like being embarrassed, people.
Hey, she said she's gonna pay. I'm gonna wait for a little bit.
Please?
I'm gonna wait.
I was trying to leave. Sir, he's lying. He's lying. I walked to get my bag. I went to go get my bag and he dragged me. He pushed me on the
dude.
car. You're a liar.
This bitch,
Yes, sir.
this bitch does realize that he got all of this on camera, doesn't she?
Get my bag. And you punched me in my
What was it?
face.
Oh, stop it.
Hey. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
Yo, I'm not talking to you to this. Get away from me. I swear
Well,
to
he's not
God.
gonna get out because at the end of the day you hit him. So
I ain't hit him. I
Listen,
never
listen to
hit
me.
him.
What's your name?
In my life, I've
Okay,
been a
what's your name?
resisting.
Okay,
I
let's go.
never hit
Let's
him.
go.
If he got hit, it's because he happened to get hit trying to.
or show me 97. Over here. Let me take out your handcuffs. Turn around. Let me take out your handcuffs. Turn
Get
around.
this away from me. What you don't understand? Can he back the up a little bit?
He's outside.
Can he just
He's outside.
move? Can
He already moved.
Baby girl, ain't nobody trying to fuck you, man. Like, nobody's trying to fuck you, boo. Okay? Stop all of this.
He's outside. Turn around. No, stand up.
Jesus Christ, man.
Like, damn.
Like, that dude does not, he's not trying for that.
Nobody touched you. Show me the camera where I touched this man.
They will in court.
Please.
They will in court. They will in court, in the
I
face.
accidentally got water on him, sir.
No, it's not.
Yeah, and you spit on a cop. You're still going to jail, baby.
I apologize to him. I don't lose respect for people. I don't know y'all.
You spit on him.
I didn't spit on him
Sit down.
intentionally. I
Oh, so she threw water on him unintentionally and didn't spit on him intentionally. This bitch.
Can I get the earrings? I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna put it in a bag and I'm gonna put it there so you can see it the whole day.
I don't want that around me
Okay,
at all. I don't want
but
to see
he
his
has,
face.
but he has to do your report.
I'm not.
He's gonna stay there and you're gonna stay here. He's not gonna go
And
in.
you, where you gonna go?
Yeah, Shane will win says mad because he is a black cop. Yep, that's it.
And I'm gonna be around here. He's not gonna come inside. Trust me. He's not.
And black women wonder why we don't protect them. They wonder why we don't date them, and they wonder why we are increasingly not fucking them. Crazy.
Come inside. All right. I promise you. There's a camera here.
Because yo, I don't want this guy around me.
I understand.
Why you making him be around
I understand.
me? Like,
All right.
why you couldn't just be the arrest officer,
I
like
can't be
why?
the arresting officer because it happened to him. It didn't happen to me. I'm just assisting right now. But I will be around, all right? I'll be around.
Godfather Sports says she don't swallow. Dude, this bitch doesn't even suck dick, man.
I'll be around, all right?
Luke Perry says B. Simone admits that black women shower once a week. You better be kidding. You better be fucking kidding with that, dude. Dude, I hope you're joking.
The woman was initially charged with felony counts of battery on a law enforcement officer and resisting or obstructing an officer with violence, as well as a misdemeanor charge of obstruction by a disguised person for refusing to identify herself. One of her felony charges was later downgraded to a misdemeanor charge of resisting or obstructing an officer without violence, and the initial misdemeanor was dropped as well. At this time, her case remains pending, and she faces maximum penalties of up to 5 years in prison, $5,000 in fines, or 5 years of probation if convicted.
Damn. I'll be goddamned. I'm gonna tell you what, it's rare that we actually get a video right after a video that we've watched. So this next video is entitled "How Not to Behave Towards Police When You Have Outstanding Warrants." Here we go. Oops, sorry about that.
Why?
That is, let's reset the hard R bingo card.
Got you in your face. Get there. Call the ambulance. I'm finna myself. I'm mentally.
Okay, see, I have to go to the hospital. He threatened a cop. So we are off to a good start.
Suck my I will kill you so you'll never make it home to your family.
On June 28th, 2023, officers responded to a report of a domestic disturbance. When the officers arrived, they recognized the man, knowing he had an active arrest warrant.
AJ! That down the driveway while the here came energy that he just had a minute ago. Right there.
What happened?
Do y'all see the marks? The bitch choked me. The just got out the
Ambulance.
The bitch just got out of jail. Because he don't know what to do.
Hey, go the next.
Gregory Emil, or Emil, says the show should be named Happy Ending. These people have no common sense. No, they do not.
Next block over, he's got a tan shirt.
He ain't gonna want to be on the bed.
Male black tan shirt. He's got what?
On the bed. He got to be in by 9. The bitch can't run. He right here.
Who the fuck is this?
How do you know this guy?
Hey, supposed to be my nigga. No, that ain't him. That's my brother. That's not. No, that's my brother.
Hey, he's 99 though.
That's my brother. I'm right here,
That
baby.
ain't him. Y'all look, I'm not snapping.
Antoine, put your hands on your back.
Why?
Because you got warrants. Put your hand on your back.
Look at I'm sick. CC,
Don't
I
talk
got
about
time. Let me hang up.
Uh-oh.
Hang on. You know me, right?
Hang on. I know you.
Let me go. I got you. I got you.
Uh-oh.
I'm not resisting. I swear. I get on my knees if you want me to.
No, we don't want
Ew,
you.
whoa. You ain't got to do all of that. Get on your, relax, bro.
I'm going to jail, baby.
Do you have anything on you?
Dude, we are already 60% to bingo on the far left side. All we need him to do is say, "I can't breathe," and demand to talk to a sergeant, and we've got bingo.
We're good. This guy's just 99 a couple times.
Praetorian Guard, what does 99 mean?
I got a razor from him. A razor? Yeah. Personal usage, but they can hurt you.
Where's it at?
Right there. He got it.
This?
No, it's in my. No.
No.
Don't
grab it.
I know. I'm sorry.
I got it.
You feel it? It ain't nothing. It's for work. There you go. It's rusty and shit. Okay.
15.
That's all I got. You want to check?
Is this your wallet back here?
Oh, 99 is a warrant. Okay.
Or no. Checking.
No, that's my other phone. I got a warrant, bro. You ain't got to check.
Yeah, you got like 2 warrants.
I got a warrant. I have a warrant. They know me.
Stop.
You see, that's my take my brother.
Uh-oh, random nigga intervening.
Sis. Back up. Sis. No, you're not. Back the up. Like they said. Back up.
Dude, sister's about to get locked up.
Please. Back up.
There's a bro.
Back up. I have a warrant. Back up.
Listen to your brother.
Back the up like he asked you to. Please.
Focus on the
I'm not going nowhere until you back the up.
You have to go deal with
You want me to snap? Sis.
Oh,
Get him. Sis, let me talk to my sister. That's my please. They're here to deal with. I heard that. Let me talk to her. She worried about me. Let me. If I can't do it, I'll go to fucking sis. Sis.
Oh, she said I do whatever the fuck I want to do. Here we go. Here we go.
Sis. I can do what I want. Sis.
This bitch gonna go to jail.
Car. You gonna make me smash the fuck out on them. They don't want me to. Sis. That going to jail too. Please, give me a hug. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Can I get a hug from her?
Let her deal with them.
Man, stop. I'm dealing with. That's my sister. Let me deal with her. But then you understand. Let me make sure she's good. Let me. No, she's not. She worried about me.
Okay.
Please don't tell me.
I'm trying to deal with her.
Stop touching.
Oh, don't touch me. Here we go.
Sis.
Oh, that's it. That's it. Now she's going to jail.
I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere till you tell me. Bro, I don't give a f***, nigga. Let me the f*** go, bro. All right, show me what you can do. Yeah. Show me what you can do. I'm gonna kick the f*** out you in your face.
Get there.
Hey, what you gonna do, bitch? Let's go. Come on.
Damn, they picked his ass up.
Daddy, I'm gonna knock you in your face, bitch. Show me. Show me. Talk that. Watch. Come on. And I'm kicking out that window, bitch. Call the ambulance. I'm f***ing myself. You put me in that car. So you put me in that car, I'm f***ing myself. Call the ambulance.
Cool.
Call the ambulance. You know how it goes. Call the ambulance, bitch. Call the ambulance. Stop. You.
Oh my God, these are wild animals, man.
Get off me. Get off me. I got you. I asked you to listen to me, bitch. You want to do that tough? Oh, my mama really about that. This one. Stop. What's wrong with you? Talk about a charge. I don't get a no new charge, dick eater. What's wrong with you? They know.
Dick eater?
They know who I am, bitch.
Antoine.
They know how to get out. Who your bitch ass? Stop. I'm a you wait.
Is that yours? No.
What's wrong with you?
Is that mine?
Pick my phone up. Get off my leg. I'm not gonna pick him. Get off my leg.
I'm in squad role.
You gonna get off my leg and I will respect whatever you say.
No, you're gonna stay on that leg to make sure you respect what he says.
I swear to God. Yes, I will. Okay, come on. Look, no, look. Look, I'm taking up a breath. I know, look. Okay, I got you. I'm gonna roll over my stomach. Can you please get off my leg? No, let me roll on my stomach. I'm not getting in the truck. I'm myself. I'm gonna beat on my head. I'm gonna bash my skull in. Get me the ambulance. You don't get off my leg.
He actually called it an ambulance.
I'm not going in no truck. I'm telling you that. You gonna listen to me or you gonna do what you gotta do? What? I'm sorry, I'm talking to you. What's mine, sir? Yeah, that's mine. I actually can't get it from me. I'm just saying, I'm not doing shit. I'm telling y'all. Yeah, he doing. Listen, bro. You can suck my the long way.
Listen,
I don't give a f. If you dealt with me for it, you know I am. I'm cool.
I have to do all this.
Yeah, you're right. So you dealt with me.
I have.
I got respect. All right. I'm take a couple deep breaths. I'm gonna lay on my stomach.
Go ahead.
And I just want you to get off my leg.
You do that, and we'll do that, okay?
Okay. I can't turn because you got my leg. There you go. I got you. Look, I cross my legs and everything, but I'm not getting no car. No, I'm just saying. My bad. I was trying to talk to you. I'll turn this way. I'm not getting no car. Call the ambulance. I'm a safety risk.
Call the ambulance. This nigga is for real saying call the ambulance.
Charges and the warrants.
Hey, look, suck my d with all your charges. Call the ambulance. I'm finna myself.
Yo, this dude has told these cops to suck his dick 3 times. That is disturbing.
Let's go. That's what I'm telling you.
Ambulance.
Call the ambulance. You know how it go.
Oh, yeah. Look, I need...
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I need that sound drop. Yes, I do. Call the ambulance.
Let's go. That's what I'm telling you. Call the ambulance. You know how it go. I'm mentally up. Do what you gotta do. You can suck my with the wrist and arrest.
Ew, that is so gross.
That's all. This is misdemeanor. What you talking about? Every case I got is misdemeanor, bro. You do know my bond is $500 to walk.
Yeah, she hit bail.
Come on, man. She did not hit him.
Nigga, you ain't got no $500 bond. Fuck out of here.
No, let me shut up. Hey, where my other phone?
Yeah, Phoenix Light Game says, yeah, he's on the down low. No, I don't think he's on the down low. I don't think he's on the down low. I think he's pretty open about the team he plays for.
You took out my pocket, bro.
They didn't take any phones out of your pocket.
No, he took a phone.
Is that on it?
No, you took my phone that I hung up on. Can you please get it? That's all I'm asking.
Well, now you want to be nice.
Man, can you please get my phone? You took my property. You go get it. You took my property. You're responsible.
Oh my God.
You want to start fighting?
Man, you ain't even a resisting officer. They is.
My God.
Go get my property.
Jesus. Oh my God.
What you talking about? I'm sorry if you felt that I got aggressive with you. Trying to be cool.
I'll get your phone.
I'm trying to be cool. I swear to God,
Shane will win with the $5 super chat. Says QR Kelly. Yeah, right.
I don't care if you got to put more charges on me or not. I'm still going to try to be cool. Can you please get my phone? That's it. Attitude, we both ain't going to get nowhere. Right. We both got attitudes. I'm not getting in the car, though. No, you're not.
It's a van.
You might not be getting in the car, but you're going to get put in the car.
I'm not getting in the van. Call the ambulance. I'm going to bash my
This is funny as shit. He says call the ambulance.
Head in. I'm going to bite myself. Look at my arms. I got cuts. I can slash my AC. I got history.
Ghost Starter says, I dig the new look, Las Vegas casino style. Yeah, actually, what inspired these, obviously you guys see that I've updated a lot of my graphics, and I did all of this myself, guys. I do all of the graphics, everything that has to do with TSR Live, other than actually acquiring the videos, is done by me. I do everything. I do the sound, I do the video, I do the graphics, all of the graphics, the animations and all that, 100% me. I actually worked on this all weekend long. But the guy who inspired this was actually the guy who does the quartering. I noticed that he has a bunch of a lot of his pertinent information right there in the corner. I said, you know what? Yeah, I can probably stand to reduce the size of my screen a little bit to get a little bit more information on there. And of course, anytime I emulate someone, I always try to do it better than they did. So hopefully this is effective.
Telling you. No, I didn't. Did I kick? I didn't kick. He picked me up in the air. I threatened to kick. Look at the dash cam. I didn't kick. I said I was going to kick, but I never kicked him. You know what? Okay.
He's going to jail.
Yeah, I got a warrant. I'm not going nowhere. I need an ambulance.
Ambulance.
I'm finna kill myself. I'm finna bite myself as soon as they put me in there. Watch.
He's not even the one on the domestic you're here for.
I'm finna bleed some more. Watch. No, I want the ambulance.
Ambulance.
Y'all let me hurt myself? Okay. Let's see how many people. Hey, it's too small to fight me. It's too small. It's too small. Yeah. Let's get the legs. Let's get the legs. Yeah, let's get the legs. That ain't gonna fit over there. It ain't gonna fit. Watch. It ain't gonna fit. Nope. Yeah. I already said I'm harming myself. I still gotta go to the police station. You still got a fingerprint. Get off my throat, you fat. Shut up. Oh, my bad. Get off my throat, dick eater. What's wrong with you?
What the hell?
Nope.
What the hell is wrong with this guy? This guy talks about dick an awful lot.
Y'all can't see all that. Can't see all that. I'm a safety hazard.
Anybody have a smoke?
Nope. Can't see it all. It's too small.
Okay, you guys know that I don't like to pass things off as mental illness because I don't like making excuses for these people. But if someone is, this is in Joliet, Illinois. When someone is purposefully harming or damaging themselves, to me, that is a sign of mental illness. This guy, something's not right about this dude. Like, something's not right. Something is... Yeesh.
Nope. He can't do it by himself. Train your officers better. Yeah. Train your officers better. Give me the ambulance. Give me the ambulance.
Yeah, this nigga's crazy.
Don't touch me. Punch me.
Oh, he just said, he already said don't touch me. Damn.
Punch me. I'm a safety hazard. I don't give a fuck.
When he's just on the
Punch me.
Yeah.
Kill me. Kill me. Kill me. Yeah, beat me up. That's what I like.
Stop trying to
Police
bite people.
brutality. Police brutality. I'm trying to bite people. Suck my dick. Do it then. I asked you to. You still ain't did it yet. You still ain't did it yet. Do it. Nothing you can't. You can't. I'm myself. I'm taking this right off. I'm taking this right off. I'm taking it right off. No.
You driving the van?
No, you said. Why am I sit up?
I'm assuming you're just sitting
Sit up for what?
just following the county.
Praetorian Guard says, I had a Sarge who was just Mike Tyson, this dude. Yeah, right? RPD says, I'm a safety hazard, should go on the next bingo board. Not really. I don't think that the people don't say it enough.
Y'all sweating. I told y'all, give me the ambulance. Y'all want to listen to me? I ain't listening to y'all. I'm going to make y'all life a living hell if you don't want to do what I ask. I have the right. I have the right. Give me the right that I have. Call them. That's all I ask.
This nigga's crazy, dude.
Now, I'm going to be cool. Call the 52. I'm acting like the I want. Do it. Punch me like you say you going to do. Bitch. Punch me. I did it twice. You dick eater. What's wrong with you? I did it twice. You still ain't do it. Do what the I want you to do.
Yeah, he's trying to get them to assault him so that he gets off.
Come on, you go, bro. I'm gonna bash my head into 52 again. Do not do that. Mace me, bitch. Let's get busy. Let's get busy. Fuck you. You want to make it hard on me? Fuck you. No, you called because you forced to. You didn't know I was going to put up this struggle. I'm not going to spit on you. Sorry for you. I got you. Get your hand on my neck. Respect.
Ibn Zur says, is this his form of foreplay?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
No. Respect. I'm not talking to you. Did you hear me? Can I talk to one? I can only talk to one of y'all, bro. Who gonna talk to me first? Okay, sorry. I'm respectful. Let me show you that. You're trying to hurt yourself. Let me be a respectful. No, I didn't try to. I tried to stop you putting that mask on my face, which I did. Well, you're spit. I didn't spit. Did I spit on you? No. Your cameras can't even prove it. Are you trying to bite people? No, I tried to bite the mask. If I made it seem like I tried to bite you, so. You tried biting people, you're slamming your head. Who did I bite? Trying is not a case. Trying is not a case. You want me to try to bite you? Yeah, go ahead. I want you to hurt me too. I don't give a sorry. Not a you're not a you're a grown man.
They need to pass a law that gives cops permission to fulfill the wishes of these people. Shoot me, tase me, beat me up. If somebody says tase me and they get tased, no charges. If he says, I want you to beat me up, punch me, and he gets punched, no charges. That's what I think.
I don't give a I'm not a lieutenant. SARS? Yeah. When SARS get the white shirts? I've been on the streets for a long time. Damn, no, you gotta help me. Sorry. Listen, I respect you. Listen to me. Okay. I don't want my way. No, I had the right to that. I don't care. Yeah, I'm going out.
Yeah, the Germ Show says pay cops more. I don't give a fuck. Man, I'm trying to tell you, dude. Cops are underpaid. Mr. Min 814 says the police should have tranquilizer darts. Oh my god, dude, that's a Don DeMarco. Dude, real talk.
They got the game, though.
You got his wallet.
Yeah, I got my wallet. I don't know if anybody wanted it. I was just giving my identification. You can take this off so it don't get jammed.
Praetorian Guard says my old Sarge was black, so he got away with it.
You can take it off of me so I don't get jammed up when it gets. So when they handcuff me, I don't get jammed up. Oh, you can hold on to my wallet. You want to wrap it on my wallet? You want to wrap it around my wallet thing?
Oh, that way. You gotta scoot back there a little.
I'm sorry, can I scoot back right here with my hand?
Well,
no, I'm just trying to put it right here.
Yeah, well, we have to search you.
Oh, go ahead.
Hold this with your hand.
Okay. So as soon as I leave the hospital, I'm going to make that statement again. I'm going to hurt myself, go back to the hospital, wash my face.
See, he's telling the cops what his plan is.
All night. I'm going to show you. I can bite myself. You're going to see. I'm going to show you. I'm going to waste everybody's time. See how much they do. As soon as you take me to the county, you put that gun in that box. I'm one of you up. So make sure it's 3 of y'all. Shut up talking to me. Shut up talking to me. I'm done talking. I'm going to show y'all I'm not that. Y'all gonna kill me. I'm gonna kill myself. One of y'all, shut up. What's my new cases y'all going on? Resisting arrest?
Aggravated PO. Criminal damage, state sport property.
Hold on, say what now?
Aggravated PO.
What, you said who's the PO?
Aggravated battery, police officer.
What I do? How the aggravated battery? What I do?
Hit a cop.
I hit a cop? Where? Where'd I hit him at? Because on the camera, all y'all kept saying is I'm trying to bite. So now you saying I'm hitting. Is you recording now?
I didn't know what you're
Are you recording is what I'm asking you now.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to know your charges? What I'm telling you.
Okay. First person I spit in the face.
You'll catch another charge.
Man, you can suck my with all that charge, bitch.
Ew,
I don't give a
stop.
Suck my I will kill you so you'll never make it home to your family. Suck my dick. Now come, yeah, watch. One of y'all come pull this chair. I'm spitting in y'all face on his account too. So let's get busy. Right. Talk that shit out. You gonna lie on me about my charges?
Oh, there it is. He's gonna lie on me. Praetorian Guard says he's not as smart as he thinks. Nah, they're not buying this nonsense. This is crazy.
Spit on you. Catch a whole real charge. Why not? I like that gay. Look at me smoke, baby.
Ew! Yep, he just admitted it. He just admitted it. Listen. Listen.
I like that gay. Look at me smoke, baby.
Ew.
I like that. I will fuck you, bitch.
Ew!
I will fuck you. I will fuck you straight. Right. Wink at me again, bitch. I do that too, baby. Yeah, okay. Play that crazy. No, my warrant, it got it under theft. I know. But you already said one, so I know you know.
One is theft.
I know you.
Praetorian Guard says we call this incarceritis. God damn.
No, I know you know because you said that. That's why I wouldn't even question you on the second one. Even though the second one's possession. Yeah. But no, I know that. But I was saying, my first one.
Yeah, I've already got threatened cops on here.
They got it under the theft. They got it under theft.
I didn't write the warrant, so I don't.
No, I asked you, do they got it under theft? You just said they got it under theft, right?
Some kind of a theft.
Right. No. I was asking. What's that? Stolen. Accepted stolen merchandise.
That's still.
But that's what I'm saying. That could still be a theft, though, right? Okay. But no, I didn't know nothing. I'm sorry. I got angry.
That's stolen. All that stuff is under.
No. I know. I'm sorry if I got angry and said all that stupid ass. I don't want no trouble no more.
I've known you for a long time.
I know. I remember you. I remember vaguely. But when you said my name and you said, "Sure, come on, turn around, come on," what I do? Turn my ass around.
Yeah.
But that's how I knew you know me. I don't remember you, but you said my name off the back. I know you know me. That's why I'm not trying to cause you no harm. The people that know me, no, I don't try to cause them harm.
The other night, you were cool.
At you see what I'm saying?
Friday,
I remember
Saturday,
you.
whatever the day was.
On Water Street.
Drew Raven with the $2 super chat says he's eager to get back to catching inside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, come on. I remember you a little bit. But like I said, you let me go then.
All this stuff is
crazy.
My point is exactly. So we ain't got to say nothing else. I'm sorry. All right? Well, for me and you. I can't say nothing about nobody else because I don't know how they feel.
Don't worry about that.
No, I'm just saying for me and you. I'm just saying I'm sorry if I caused you any disrespect. All right? All right. I'm willing to get the on and do what I got to do.
Let them do what they got to do.
All right, sorry.
Antoine Shepard was arrested on 2 in-state warrants as well as charges of criminal damage to state property and aggravated resisting a peace officer. Danielle Cook was arrested on charges of aggravated battery to a peace officer and resisting a peace officer.
You think her friends...
Oh, we already saw this. We just look. Yeah, we already saw that one. The Germ Show says he's going to see his mans in jail. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So as you guys all know, the NBA season ended last night with the Oklahoma City Thunder defeating the Indiana Pacers in Game 7. But the tragic part about that is something that I have been expressing concern over for the last week. We all saw it. Tyrese Halliburton popped his Achilles. He popped his Achilles, man. He popped his Achilles, man. That was my worst fear. And when Halliburton popped his Achilles, I was like, dude, the Pacers got to win this game. Because Halliburton's going to miss all of next season. It would make his Achilles feel a lot better if he could have an NBA. Unfortunately, Oklahoma City with the storybook season, SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander won the MVP. I think they said he was one of four players in NBA history to win the scoring title, the regular season MVP, the NBA Finals, and the NBA Finals MVP. Mr. Man 814 says, "Told ya." No, yeah, like see, yeah, I said the same thing. You guys saw me. I was watching Game 6, and I was like, "Oh shit, Halliburton's gonna start," and he played a great game. He was the spark plug. And here's the crazy part about this: Halliburton had hit 3 of his first 4 3-pointers. Man, 3 of his first 4 3-pointers. Mr. Min says now he's out for a couple of seasons. No, that's false. No, an Achilles is a 1-year injury. It's a 1-year injury, and actually, it's probably a little less, probably a 9 to 12 month injury. But no, he's not going to miss 2 seasons. Aaron Rodgers, who plays football, he blew out his Achilles. He came back to play the very next season. This is NFL football. So yeah. Either way, he's gonna miss. He's gonna miss a substantial amount of time. But it looked like Tyrese Halliburton was on his way. It looked like he was on his way for a historic run. It really, really was, man. But dude, as soon as he backed up and went down, I was like, fuck. So we're not going to have any Jason Tatum next season. We're not going to have any Tyrese Halliburton next season. And so great NBA final. So we are now in the part of the sports calendar affectionately known as the dog days of summer, right? We're in the dog days of summer. There are no sports on except for baseball. And this is college baseball. And the season ended, actually, the college baseball season ended yesterday as well, with LSU defeating Coastal Carolina, I think by the score of 5-3. I think by the score of 5-3. They snapped Coastal Carolina's 26-game winning streak, which was incredible. And so, and one might think that the dog days of summer is a bad thing. However, guys. The dog days of summer is actually really, really good for me. Sir Randolph says, no sports, SMH. Nigga, fuck you. Get out of here. Fuck you. Dumb nigga. Then get the fuck out. No sports, SMH. Fuck off. Fuck off. I ain't never seen your ass in here, Randolph. You gonna talk about no sports, SMH. Nigga, I'll talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. Now get the fuck out of here. Talking about some no sports. I cannot believe niggas actually come in here and think y'all can tell me what the fuck to do. What the fuck is wrong with you people, man? And it's always niggas. It's always you people. I swear to fucking God, it's always niggas. Jesus fucking Christ. What is wrong with you people, man? God damn. I don't be around niggas like that, and I still got black fatigue. God damn. Will Sutton says we still have Major League Baseball. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And what was interesting is last year we got here. We didn't get our cable hooked up until after the All-Star game. So unfortunately, I missed last year's All-Star game in Pittsburgh. That was the first All-Star game I had missed since 1990. I had watched. Oh my God. I had watched 34 consecutive All-Star games before I missed the last one. And I mean, it was no big deal. I mean, the streak is, and I, guys, I love sports. I really, really do. My first favorite sport was baseball. That was the sport that became my favorite first. And then of course I got into football. But I like football more than baseball, but the disparity is not wide. The Germ Show says my Mets are still lit. Dude, I'm gonna tell you what. The NL East is a 2-horse race. The NL East is a 2-horse race, and it's either gonna be the Mets or the Phillies. And look, don't sleep on the Braves either. Don't sleep on the Braves either, man. They might be. I think they're like 9.5 or 10 games back. Yo, Chris Sale and Spencer Strider, that's as solid a 1-2 punch at the top of your rotation as anybody, as any team. That dude, oh my God. Dude, Pete Alonso, Juan fucking Soto, who got us for a couple of home runs a couple days ago. So I'm glad we took 2 out of 3 over the weekend against the Mets to reclaim first place. But that is going to be, and here's the thing. I think they'll both make the playoffs. I think the Phillies and the Mets will both make the playoffs. Whoever doesn't win the division will obviously be the wild card. So looking forward to that. Pro Special says, if you don't care about the World Cup, the actual World Cup will be next year during this time. Yes, and it will be here in the United States. It'll be here in the United States, so that'll be very, very good. Mr. Min says, baseball is America's game, and basketball, I'd say, but football is king. Yeah, baseball's America's pastime. Football is America's passions. Penile destruction says Donovan, Canelo, or Crawford. Dude, I got Bud all the way. And what convinced me of, listen, I already knew Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford's a Hall of Fame. He's one of the greatest fighters I've ever seen. Like, the greatest fighters I have ever seen, obviously Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, Pernell Whitaker. Oh my God, Pernell Whitaker. I'm gonna tell you what, Pernell Whitaker is the best defensive fighter I think I've ever seen. A close second is Floyd Mayweather, but Jesus Christ. So Sweet Pea, Floyd Mayweather, Terrence Crawford. Now, what really convinced me of Terrence Crawford's greatness was his absolute destruction of Errol Spence. He would go from southpaw to orthodox to southpaw to orthodox. That fucking dude, that jab was like an automatic shotgun. That was incredible. Wow. I actually went through a period of time a couple of years back when I was just watching old boxing matches on TV. I watched all 3 Ali Frazier fights. I watched Ali versus Foreman, the Rumble in the Jungle. I watched Bo Holyfield's 1, 2, and 3. I saw Arturo Gatti versus Joey Gamache. Oh my God, that was a crazy fight because Joey Gamache got absolutely destroyed by Arturo Gatti, who had gained nearly 20 pounds before their fight. So, Shane Mosley. Shane Mosley is absolutely one of the best fighters I've ever seen. Yeah, Sugar Shane Mosley. He's one of the greatest I've ever seen. And of course, yeah, and I'm left-handed. So I'm a southpaw. Yeah, Arturo Gatti was, oh my God, dude, he was crazy. He fought 3. Bernard Hopkins. Dude, hell yeah. Yep. The Executioner, baby. Philly's own. But yeah, dude, Arturo Gatti was a fucking animal. He fought 3 absolute wars against Mickey Ward. I'm gonna tell you what, y'all. Yeah, Julio Cesar Chavez, he's obviously one of the GOATs. Oh, dude, Julio Cesar. Yeah, oh my God. Julio Cesar Chavez, he's definitely one of the best fighters I've ever seen. Zab Judah was good for a while. He was. And so is Tank Davis. I do like Tank Davis. I do like Tank. Zab Judah was super quick. He was the one fighter I thought could match the movement of Floyd Mayweather, but Mayweather still picked him apart. Yeah, Big Said says Pernell Whitaker was literally untouchable, impossible to hit. Dude, Pernell Whitaker and Floyd Mayweather, I have never seen either one of those guys just get caught. Roy Jones Jr., absolutely. Roy Jones Jr., he's another one of the greatest fighters I ever seen. And it's weird because Roy Jones Jr., every fighter has that. The greatest fighters, some of the greatest fighters ever, they have an Achilles heel. I had never seen Roy Jones Jr. struggle against anybody except for Antonio fucking Tarver, man. Antonio Tarver, for whatever reason, he had Jones's number, man. He had Jones's number. Winky Wright was also Winky Wright was a good champion out of St. Petersburg. El Coro says, I've seen Mosley here in Australia. Yep. Praetorian Guard says, my favorite fight was Tyson Burbick. Yeah, all 28 seconds of it. Kel says, Floyd got caught by Shane Mosley. You know what? You're right. Actually, you're right, Kels. You're absolutely right. Shane Mosley did catch Floyd Mayweather square. That's exactly right. Yeah, that's a very good point. I remember Hopkins versus De La Hoya. Remember Hopkins won? Hit him with that kidney shot. Delaware said, "Ah!" Sounded like Narcissus Prince from Super Punch-Out. If you know, you know. But yeah. So the dog days of summer are here, and so fortunately for me, that means no distractions at night for until the baseball playoffs get here, and those aren't until October. And so I am really going to throw myself into getting physically fit. Right after this, I am going to ride my bike to the gym, and I'm gonna get a gym membership. Dude, getting our stuff here from New Jersey is gonna be. I keep putting it off. Because it is going to be an absolute. It's going to be an absolute pain in the fucking ass, and it's going to be a shit ton of fucking money. And you guys know me, I'm cheap. But in the meantime, I'm going. That gives me an excuse to go out and ride my bike to the gym and back. My gym is about 8 miles. It's about 8 miles from here. So, yeah, Michael Lee says, Donovan, the MLB All-Star Game is in Atlanta this year. That's exactly right. It's actually, yeah, I did put it in storage. The All-Star Game is in Atlanta. Guys, next year, the All-Star Game is in Philadelphia. Okay? And I don't know what date. Hold on, let me look this up. See, it says that the All-Star Game is going to be in Philadelphia, but it doesn't tell me what day. It's going to be in July, and typically the Major League Baseball All-Star Game, which, by the way, the MLB All-Star Game is the best of all the All-Star games, without a doubt. But wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be cool if the All-Star Game in Philadelphia was on the 4th of July, the country's 250th birthday? Dude, it doesn't get any more American than that. An All-Star Game on America's 250th birthday? Let's get that a Don DeMarco, baby. Let's get it. So I'm looking forward to that. I am actually thinking about going to next year's All-Star Game in Philadelphia because I've never been to. I've been to 3 Pro Bowls. When I lived in Hawaii, we got free tickets to the Pro Bowl. Aloha Stadium was right down the road from Radford High School, so we got tickets all the time. Dude, the NFC used to practice on our field. Dude, I've seen Warren Moon up close, Deion Sanders. Dude, it was great. It was great. But yeah, I think Devin and I might actually go to the All-Star Game next year. Oh, there's a wiki on it. Hold on. Yep, they have yet to determine the date. They've yet to determine the date. Yeah, the Home Run Derby is also new and improved. Ooh, James Lights Out Tony. That's exactly. Oh yeah, Lights Out was the guy. Dude, James Tony was that dude, man. He had thunder. Dude, he had thunder in his fists. He had thunder in his fists. Yeah, Mr. Min says, I thought so. LA needs to get on their game soon. Yeah, listen, man. Shohei Ohtani, I think, pitched another inning yesterday, and I think he threw like 20, 25 pitches, struck out 2, walked 1, whatever. So he's looking good. But yeah, man. So it says the All-Star Game, the Midsummer Classic. The game is scheduled to be played July, date to be determined. Fox. The game will be hosted by the Philly citizens in Philadelphia. It will be held to celebrate the 250th anniversary of signing of the United States Declaration of Independence. It sounds like next year's All-Star Game might be on July 4th. That would be fucking cool. That would be really cool. So yeah, there's not going to be much to talk about in the way of sports. I mean, yeah, there's training camp and Shedeur Sanders, who can't stop driving hundreds of miles an hour. But so yeah, that's why. So, you know, future shows and everything, they're probably going to end around this time. Oh, Dr. B84, member for 63 months. Says, let us know when you're doing the event in September because I'll have to check my schedule to be there. I will let you know first, Dr. B. I got you covered on that. I think the Braves season, I don't think the Braves are going to catch either the Phillies or the Mets. But guys, I'm telling you, man, the Braves have players. The Braves have dude. Chris Sale, who won last year's Cy Young, he might win it again this year. Spencer Strider, who had Tommy John surgery last year, he's back. He's gonna hit his stride, dude. Ronald Acuna. Honestly, I think my favorite player in baseball right now is probably Ronald Acuna Jr. Probably Ronald Acuna Jr. My favorite player in football right now is Zach Bond. Before that, it was Micah Parsons. And yeah, listen, I'm an Eagles fan and I hate the Cowboys, but I don't care. Micah Parsons, he's a bad motherfucker. He's a bad motherfucker. And so he's kind of fallen off a little bit, which is fine. He's still awesome too. But yeah, my favorite player in football right now is Zach Bond. He's our middle linebacker. Michael Lee says, Donovan, don't sleep on the Mullins. Yeah, dude, Miami is actually pretty solid too. Yeah, oh, dude, yeah, Rotadang. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I'll say this one. I'll say this thing and then I'll go ahead and end this. What I think the Dodgers should do, I think they need to make Shohei Ohtani a closer. I don't think they should make him a starter. I think they should make him a closer. I think Shohei Ohtani should be a closer. Michael Lee says, I like Mookie Betts. Oh my God, dude. Mookie Betts is one of the greatest all-time. It's one of the greatest L's of all time. How the fuck, if you're the Boston Red Sox, how are you going to give up on an American League MVP, Mookie Betts? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? It's incredible. It's incredible, man. Absolutely incredible. Praetorian Guard says, agree, he would rival Mariano. Yes, Mariano Rivera is the greatest closer in the history of baseball, and it's not particularly close. But Shohei could be just as great. He could be just as great. Hey, Kat Katibi is in the house, coming to us from the 305. Good to see you in here. I'm old enough to remember when Mariano Rivera was a setup man for John Wetland for the Yankees back in '96. You know, Charlie Hayes famously made the catch to end that. And then the next year, Rivera took over, and that was that. Michael Lee says, Donovan, I think the Dodgers should pick up Ellie De La Cruz. In my opinion, they probably will. They probably will. And oh, by the way, guys, the group that bought the Lakers for $10 billion from the Buss family, that's the same group that owns the Dodgers. Those people, dude, Walters is, or what's his name? Oh my God. His name is something Walter. Tim Walter, I think. He is not afraid to spend money. He is not afraid to spend money. He will spend all the money. So it would not surprise me if he went after Ellie De La Cruz. It would not surprise me if he went after Ellie De La Cruz. But it's been a good season so far. Yeah, the Yankees are kind of mired in a slump right now. Eventually they will get up. Listen, the Phillies, I think they lost 8 or 9 in a row, 10 of 12. Then we won 7 in a row, and then we kind of leveled out a little bit. But the Germ Show says, is Magic still an owner? Yes, he is. Magic Johnson is a part of that ownership group for the Dodgers. He's also a part of the ownership group, if I'm not mistaken, for the Commanders, maybe, I think. So, yeah, man, having Magic Johnson in the building, a part of that is I don't know, it just seems like the right thing to do. Seems like the right thing. The Germ Show says his hitting is needed, so he would play in the game. I don't think they would use him after hitting all game. Yeah, you're probably right about that. But Ellie De La Cruz is a very, very good player, very fast, he's electric. He's absolutely electric. So yeah, there's not going to be much to talk about in the way of sports for the next few weeks. I mean, yeah, we've got the Little League World Series coming up, which is really good, which is really cool. But really looking forward to the rest of this baseball season. I've always been a huge baseball fan. I think they said the average baseball fan is 53 years old. But I think that number is coming down because baseball they've implemented a lot of changes that have made the game a lot more watchable. The pitch clock, number one, that was an absolute W move. The pitch clock was one. Enlarging the bases, that's another innovation. Changing the home run derby format, that was absolute genius. The fact that you can only throw over to first base twice, that's been a big factor. And so I think games used to average 2 hours and 50 minutes. Dude, they're playing games in 2 hours and 5 minutes. So we'll see what happens. Michael Lee says, Donovan, I talk baseball all day as a black man. I have friends pick on me because I love baseball, dude. Dude, I know more about sports than just about anybody I know. I know about sports than just about anybody I know. And it's always good to talk to someone who knows about the intricacies of sports. Michael Lee says, Donovan, I'm 41. I've been loving baseball since I was 10. I love my snow bunnies and baseball. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The Germso says no WNBA.
Nope.
Well, unless Caitlin Clark is playing, then no WNBA. But even she's been kind of been in a slump lately, but she'll be all right. She'll be all right. The Germs Show says baseball is gaining popularity again. Yeah, the changes they've implemented, and something else that I like that they've changed about baseball is they allow players to show more of their personality, right? Like the bat flips and, getting fired up. Like, I like the fact that they're sort of allowing players to show their personality, And baseball needs personality. Like we need the Juan Sotos. We need the Soto shuffle. We need the young Bryce Harper. You know what I mean? Like we need, Edwin Diaz, who's demonstrative on the mound. Kenley Jansen. We need guys who get fired up. All right. Wonderful show today. Wonderful show today. Like I said, we're going to be dropping Sneaky Links episode 6 and 7 and the one-on-one with Myron Gaines on Patreon. This is 6 hours worth of content we're going to drop today. And then we'll drop even more tomorrow. So definitely look forward to that. Again, less than 17 cents a day, guys. Less than 17 cents a day, guys. $5 a month. Anybody can afford that, even me. Scott Valdez says, I know one thing. I'd want Donovan on my sports trivia team. Yeah, I love sports. Michael Lee says, Donovan, if you had played baseball, what would be the position that you played? I did play baseball, and I was a center fielder. I was a power hitting center fielder. I wanted, and I'm left-handed, I wanted to be Ken Griffey Jr., and I thought I was going to be Ken Griffey Jr. until I faced a Major League Baseball pitcher in high school. You guys all know the story about Braden Looper. Look him up. Kid from Mangum, Oklahoma. Struck me out on 3 pitches. I saw one of them. That's when I knew that I would not. That's when I knew I wasn't going to be Ken Griffey Jr. So you know how that goes. You know how that goes. So yeah. Great show today, guys. And again, if you're looking in the upper left-hand corner, you guys are going to get the live play-by-play dating show breakdowns on Rumble Monday through Friday at 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then right after we go right into TSR Live. Michael Lee says, Donovan, the greatest shortstop ever to play the game was Ozzie Smith, the wizard he doesn't get. I think Ozzie Smith is probably the greatest defensive shortstop in Major League history, but the greatest all-around shortstop as far as athleticism and defense is Alex Rodriguez. Yeah. Praetorian Guard says Looper struck out multiple Yankees. Yes, Braden Looper struck out multiple Yankees in the 2003 World Series when he was with the Marlins. Braden Looper won 2 World Series. He won 1 with the Cardinals and 1 with the Marlins. Havoc Pleasant says, Donovan, what do you think about Aaron Rodgers going to Pittsburgh? I think it's a good move. I think DK Metcalf is going to utilize. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to utilize DK Metcalf. But the Steelers, they got to get O-line right. They've got to get the offensive line right. Aaron Rodgers, for all of his greatness, when he was in Green Bay, he never played behind a bad offensive line. Ever. The 1 year he played behind a bad offensive line, he lasted 4 plays, blew out his Achilles. So if they protect Aaron Rodgers, I think the Steelers have a chance. The Browns are not going to do anything. They've got 17 quarterbacks. They don't know who's going to start. Obviously, the usual suspects. The Ravens are going to be there. The Bengals, if they can get defense figured out, they'll be there. Real Rain says, Rodgers will get injured in 4 games. He's not that guy anymore. Yeah, Rodgers will probably, 17 games? He'll probably make 13 or 14 starts. But, yeah, I mean, I'll be watching. You know what I mean? It's always interesting when you get a legendary superstar quarterback, playing for his 3rd NFL team. So that should be interesting to watch. Pro Special says the Bungles have no defense. No, they do not. Michael Lee says, Donovan, you remind me of Prince Fielder. Damn, dude, come on, bruh. I'm not quite as rotund as Prince Fielder. Guys, I'm old. Guys, I am old enough to remember when Prince Fielder was hanging out with his dad, Cecil Fielder, on the field. I remember, dude, I'm probably 11 years old. I'm like, oh, there's Cecil Fielder and his kid Prince Fielder. Yeah, I remember when Prince was a child. I remember when he was a kid. Damn, Prince Fielder. Damn. Prince Fielder had to retire early, too. That was pretty crazy. You guys know how that goes. The Germ So says Lamar is him.
Yep.
Dude, I think Lamar Jackson should have been the MVP last season. He had better numbers than Josh Allen all the way around. 41 touchdowns, 4 picks. As a running quarterback. Derrick Henry damn near rushed for 2,000 yards. Here's the difference, in my opinion, between a guy like Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson. Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson, they're both very effective when they run when they're running with the football. Obviously, Lamar is a lot faster than Jalen. But here's what I think. I think that Lamar runs like a receiver and Jalen Hurts runs like a tailback. Because Jalen Hurts is short, he's thick, he's muscular, he's a hell of an athlete. Lamar Jackson is a little bit more lithe, much more elusive. So that should be, Praetorian Guard says he met Kirby Puckett once. How about that? Havoc Pleasant says, how far do you think your Eagles will go since they lost so many players? Ugh. So we went 14-3 last season. I think the Eagles probably, I think we win the division. But I think we go 12-5. I think we're going to be a 12-5 team. We lost a lot on defense. We lost Josh Sweat, CJ Gardner-Johnson, Darius Slay. Who else did we lose? We lost Johnson, we lost Slay, we lost Sweat. Who else did we lose? Yeah, Real Ren says Eagles will be good, 11-6. Yeah, 11-6, 12-5. I think that's probably what we'll do. Washington is going. I got to be honest with you guys. I would not be surprised if Washington wins the NFC East next year, guys. I would not be surprised because Jaden Daniels is a problem. That kid is a superstar. He's going to be a problem for fucking years. And they're a better team this year. They signed Laramie Tunsil. Who is Laramie Tunsil? The best left tackle in the history of the Houston Texans. He is now going to be protecting Jaden Daniels' blind side, and they have one of my favorite offensive players in the fold now, Deebo Samuel. Terry McLaurin, Zach Ertz. Got much love for him. Yeah, Washington is going to be very, 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 very good. Shane will win with the $5 super chat. Says, my Bucks learned how fast Lamar Jackson is on the football field on that Monday night game last year. Yes, they did. Real Rain says, I think the Texans will go 14-3. Chubb is no joke. You know what? You might be right. Because the AFC South, I think, is probably one of the weaker divisions in football. So that should be good. It's going to be a good season. Michael Lee says, Donovan, do you remember Vladimir Guerrero? To me, he's one of the best right fielders, in my opinion. Oh, dude. Oh, yeah. Dude, you kidding me? Dude, I remember Vladimir Guerrero when he was in Montreal. He was him in fucking Montreal. Then they traded. Then he signed with the Angels. Yeah, man, he was awesome. I remember his fucking kid being in the dugout too. Vlad Guerrero Jr. I remember when he used to be hanging out with Dad in the dugout. Hanging out with Jim Edmonds of the California Angels. Those are some pretty good squads. Tim Salmon. I think the Angels. You know what? Was Vlad Guerrero on the 0-2? Wait a minute. 2002 World Series. Because I remember the Angels beat the Giants in the 0-2 World Series, but I don't remember if Guerrero was on that team. No, he was not on that team. How about that? Damn, I thought he was on that squad. Yeah, Barry Bonds hit the longest home run I think I'd ever seen. He hit like a 800-foot home run off of Troy Percival. That was crazy. Dr. B84 with the $10 super chat says, I'm a specialized doctor with an extensive training background from 6 years of training, and I cannot keep up with this much sports information. Guys, I consume sports all the time. Anytime I'm working, I've got either ESPN or FS1. I get alerts on my phone. It's just I've been a sports fan since I was a kid. And I follow most major sports. I'm a huge race fan. Devin and we're F1 freaking addicts. We love Formula One. We watch practices in Formula One. I'm a big IndyCar fan. I've always loved NASCAR. So I'm a big sports guy for sure. And the reason why I have so much sports knowledge is because my memory is literally incredible. Like I don't like to pat myself on the back too much, but nobody has as good a memory as I do. All it takes is for me to hear something one time that is of importance, and I most of the time I don't forget. Yes, John Jones. Yes, that's actually what I was going to talk about. Yeah, I do. Oh, yeah, I've watched MMA. Yeah, I'm definitely an MMA, guys. Michael Lee says, do you remember Alfonso Soriano from the Yankees? I absolutely do. I remember him in Washington, too, because Alfonso Soriano, the thing that was unique about Alfonso Soriano that he had in common with Julio Franco is they both used extremely heavy bats. I think Alfonso Soriano used like a 48-ounce bat or some crazy number like that. But yes, I do remember that. I do remember him. Real Rain says, what's weird is Hunter Pence has World Series rings, and he is the definition of a mediocre player. Yeah, Robert Horry won 8 NBA titles. This is just how it works. But John Jones, guys, look, man, we all know that John Jones, listen, he's got issues. He's got demons. You know, we know he's tested positive for steroids a few times. I get it. Real Rain says, pound for pound, Khabib Nurmagomedov is better than Jones. You might be right. You might be. Oh, yeah, of course. Of course I remember Coco Chris, man. Coco was that dude, man. Coco was that dude. Praetorian Guard says, Khabib didn't fight the same caliber of fighters as Jones. Now, you know what? That's a very good point. That doesn't take anything away from Nurmagomedov, but yeah. Yeah. Michael Lee says, do you remember the 95 Braves? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. The 1995 Atlanta Braves. Marquise Grissom was their center fielder. Their right fielder was David Justice. Their left fielder, I think, was Ron Gant. Their first baseman was Sid Bream. Their second baseman was Mark Lemke. Jeff Blauser was their shortstop. I think, was Terry Pendleton still playing? I think Terry Pendleton was still playing, and of course they had that three-headed monster at the top of the lineup with John Smoltz, Steve Avery, and Tom Glavine, with Mark Wohlers coming out of the bullpen. Dude, Mark Wohlers for some reason got the yips. He just got the yips. He forgot how to pick. He just forgot how to pitch, but he got him a ring. But yeah, I remember when the 95 Braves beat the 95 Indians. Actually, they beat the 95 Indians. But yeah, the 95 Braves, that was the one. Oh, Ryan Klesko. You know what? You're right. Ryan Klesko was the left fielder. Ron Gant was there in 92. Good correction. Yeah, Ryan Klesko. Yeah. I remember Ryan Klesko. But now that Indians team that the Braves beat, that was an all-star team. Dude, they had Albert Bell, Manny Ramirez, Roberto Alomar, Omar Vizquel, Sandy Alomar Jr., Charles Nagy was at the top of the staff, Mark Langston was on the staff. Who was their closer? Jose Mesa was their closer. I remember that. Kenny Lofton was their center fielder. He was a fucking burner. Unstoppable. I think Travis Fryman had probably retired by then. No. Travis Fryman. Okay, I'm getting my shit mixed up. But yeah, that was a very good team that they beat in 95. Dr. B84 with the $5 super chat says, you and Michelin star cook dudes in sports trivia. Seriously, I know. I don't know, man. I love talking about sports, man. It's just it's one of my favorite things. And dude, shout out to Devin. I'm always Devin. I'm gonna tell you what, Devin probably knows more about sports than a lot of you motherfuckers. She probably does, because she knows everything now. Jim Thome was their first baseman. Yes, Jim Thome. Absolutely. A lot of people don't realize Jim Thome hit 600 home runs, man. Absolutely a Hall of Famer. Omar Vizquel, one of the best defensive shortstops in history. Roberto Alomar, one of the best second basemen in history. That was a great. That's probably one. I think Alomar and Vizquel was probably the best middle infield of the mid to late 90s. That was a really good team. You guys know how that goes. But yeah, I've been a Phillies fan. I've been a Phillies fan my whole life. Love the Phillies. And we won it all in 08. Yes, John the Great says Jim Thome was the guy that would point the bat at the pitcher, right? Absolutely. He used it as a timing mechanism. So what he would do, if you're the pitcher and I'm Jim Thome, so the pitcher would wind up. While the pitcher wound up, Thome would have his bat way out right out here. The pitcher starts the wind up, and then when he gets it 3/4, then he brings it back. A lot of guys, you guys notice in Major League Baseball that a lot of the herky-jerky stances, it's all just timing. It's all just timing. Michael Lee says Dante Bichette. Yeah, I remember those 1993 Colorado Rockies. I think they were the first team in Major League history to have 3 players with over 30 home runs. Dante Bichette, Andres Galarraga, Larry Walker, Vinny Castilla. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah, I remember those Rockies teams. They were very, very good. Walt Weiss, I think, was their shortstop. Those are some pretty good teams. Unfortunately, they gave Mike Hampton $100 million. He was never the same. Real Rain says Jeff Bagwell had the weirdest stance up. Dude, Jeff Bagwell looked like he was sitting in the batter's box. Like he would have this wide stance, like he would have this super wide stance just speak. Yeah, man. Yeah, John Candelaria had oh my God, you talk about the weirdest fucking. Absolutely. The Germ Show says 96 Yankees best team. No, the best team ever, the greatest team ever is the 27 Yankees. It's not particularly close. The 1927 New York Yankees, that's the best team. That's the best team. The Yankees, the 96. The 96 Yankees were good, but they weren't that good. They weren't that, because see, what a lot of guys don't realize about the 96 Yankees, they didn't have all of the All-Stars then. The 96 Yankees were comprised of guys like Paul O'Neill. Bernie Williams was on the team. Scott Brocious was their third baseman. Derek Jeter was the shortstop. I don't think Chuck Knobloch had gotten there yet. But no, they didn't have like this, they didn't have this murderer's row like the 27 Yankees, but they were good. They were very good. Jamal Miller says Barry Bonds. Yes, Barry Bonds steroids or not. He's the greatest player I've ever seen. Barry Bonds is the greatest player I've ever seen. He's the greatest player I have ever seen. Like, it's just, he can do it all. The 77 Yankees were also very, very good. That was the Reggie Jackson team. That was the Reggie Jackson team. He had 3 home runs on 3 pitches. Yeah, Praetorian Guard says Andres Galarraga played for the Expos back in the day. You know what? It's interesting. The Montreal Expos sort of had a reputation for being Major League Baseball's AAA team. The Expos, at one point or another, had a litany of all-stars. Steve Sachs came up through Montreal. Randy Johnson played for the Expos. Pedro Martinez played for the Expos. Marquise Grissom played for the Expos. Vladimir Guerrero played for the Expos. Who else played for the Expos? Larry Walker played for the Expos. Yes, he did. He was their right fielder, Larry Walker. I remember he played for the Expos. So they had a reputation. I think Gary Carter played for the Expos, but yeah, the Expos, like, they would develop players, but they didn't have the money to sign them, so they would just go off. Now, the 98 Yankees were very good. Tim Raines also played for Montreal. That's exactly right. Donovan, do you remember John Kruk and Mickey Morandini? Of course. That's Mickey Morandini, not Mickey Morandini. Yeah, dude, I remember the 93 Phillies. probably the most painful. What is my most painful sports defeat of my lifetime? I think the 93 World Series might be the most painful defeat. I knew we were gonna lose to Kobe and Shaq and the Lakers in 01. Like that was, AI was the man, but I knew we weren't gonna win that one. I think the 1993 World Series is probably the most painful loss in my lifetime as a Philadelphia sports fan. The Super Bowl 39 loss wasn't that traumatizing because it's Tom fucking Brady. Tom Brady. Praetorian Guard says Maddox was an animal. Yeah. Greg Maddox, I think, won 354 games. Oh my God. Godfather Sports says the 92 Pirates lost to the Braves. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude, I'm going to tell you what, Godfather Sports, that is, yo. And that that Pirates team, that Pittsburgh Pirates team, here's their rotation. They had Doug Drabeck, he was their ace, John Smiley, Bob Walk, and Tim Wakefield. May he rest in peace. It was Doug Drabeck, John Smiley, Bob Walk, and Tim Wakefield. That was at the top. Their third baseman was Jeff King. Their second baseman was Jose Lean, who made the biggest error of his life. Their shortstop, I think, Jay Bell was the shortstop. He ended up winning a World Series with the Diamondbacks in 01, along with Matt Williams, who came over. Their center fielder was Andy Van Slyke. Their right fielder was Bobby Bonilla. Their left fielder was Barry Bonds. Stan Belinda came on in the bottom of the ninth inning against Francisco fucking Cabrera. And Andy Van Slyke, he told Barry Bonds, hey man, this guy might pull it down the line. You might want to shade over. Barry Bonds looks at Andy Van Slyke and then looks back. Sure enough, Francisco Cabrera hits the ball right where Van Slyke told him that it would be. Barry Bonds' throw was too late. End of discussion. End of discussion. Oh my God, you were there for the Boone home run? Damn. I'll be damned. Yeah, guys, my sports knowledge runs deep, y'all. My sports knowledge runs deep. I'm telling you. Yeah, they need to go ahead and put Pete Rose in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, dude, Wade Boggs, who had to go to New York to get a World Series. Absolutely. Jerem Show says Barry Bonds is my GOAT.
Nope.
No, Barry Bonds is the GOAT. He's the GOAT. He's the greatest player I've ever seen. I wasn't alive to watch Willie Mays. I'm sure he probably played who actually happens to be Barry Bonds' godfather. But Barry Bonds is the best player I've ever seen. So, all right. That is going to do it for this, the 1171st edition of TSR Live. My thanks to all of my super chatters, my members, my Patreon members, and for all of the support. Thank you guys very much for watching. Stay tuned tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. PST, for Dating Show Breakdowns. We'll see you next time, guys.